Welcome to episode 54. This Sunday sequence break, we're returning after our week off last week with a records episode. 2 weeks of records. Why not do a records ep, right?
There are indeed a lot of records.
Plenty of records.
Lots.
As per usual, we have PJ here.
Hello.
Yep. And we got another PJ here.
Hello.
Yep. We got Fiesel.
Yo.
Duckfist, of course.
Hey, what's up?
Duckfist, who will be leaving a bit early in the show, I think. So get your fill of Duckfist now. Myself, of course, Flicky, as per usual, always here. And then our guests in order of actual size, from smallest to smallest. We've got Obda.
Hello.
Hello. Kane of Patchy.
Hello.
Reflected.
What's up? What's going on?
There you go. And Lee.
Hey guys, what's up?
There you go.
You have a DKC1 thing for my picture.
Shut up.
That's not even really... just to point out... No, don't change it to me. Don't distract me.
I forgot that was my picture.
It's cool,
Hang on,
but
that's me. That's me for Lee. What the hell have you done?
No, it's not you. It's Lee.
No, that's me. Totally me.
Lazy. Right. Anyway, it's records week, but before we start, of course, we need to add a little recaps of the past week, starting with PJ. PJ, what have you been doing?
Oh, man. Well, I've been out of town for about a week. I was gone back home and then went to Pennsylvania for a bit. So I didn't do too much speedrun related until, yesterday. Whiskey's a dangerous thing because I had a few drinks and then said, you know what I haven't played in a while is CVHD. How about I do attempts? So I ended up recording 2 new ILs for Charlotte.
Oh, I thought you were going to say 6 hours of unusable footage.
Oh, well, it was about 6 hours of unusable footage. But after that, I got 4 minutes of gameplay that's usable. So... yeah, I have to borrow Aftermath's account to do attempts as Charlotte because my Charlotte has 0 seconds of playtime. Seems like a good setup to do IL attempts. So I did a bunch of that yesterday, and I really regret it. And played through a few games for the SGL stuff. And of course, instead of making goals, I just beat the game instead. So I got to go back
and then broke the game.
Yeah, so I played some Karnov, and it turns out anywhere where there's a ladder, you can go into the floor. And you just happen to get the ladder as an item that you can place anywhere and pick up. You can literally go through the floor at any point in the entire game.
Because why wouldn't you, right?
Neat. It's a shame that the game's so short and easy that there's really no use for it at all. But pretty cool regardless.
That's a pretty bizarre game because you can only scroll one direction at a time. You can't scroll up and to the side at the same time. So
yeah.
It's kind of a wonderful thing that you have to wait for it to scroll down before you can start moving again.
It's got a cool cover though. Kind of punching fire at a dinosaur or something like that. I can't exactly remember. I just remember liking it. But hey, Fiesel.
Me?
What have you been doing?
Oh man, I haven't done much speed gaming recently. I was away for quite a bit of time, and then I was extremely ill, and I did not do much besides sleep and work on TSSB stuff. I did a bunch of programming on the website, so the website now is looking pretty snazzy.
Yeah,
the website that now exists, tssbreak.com.
Yeah. And so that's pretty much about that. I'd say the next thing I'm going to do is probably start doing some Ninja Gaiden any percent.
Ooh.
So that I can season myself.
Ooh.
I'm rubbing my hands together.
Get out the salt
All right.
and pepper. Here we go.
I'll season you any day.
Where's the soy sauce? Break it out. All right, Duckfist. You're next.
Okay. Earlier in the week, I did some Rockman 4 Minus Infinity practice. That is confirmed for Summer Games Done Quick.
Ooh,
So
That
high.
should be pretty cool. And let's see, I worked on this some TSSB streaming software and just finished that up today. Played a lot of Ninja Gaiden. Did races yesterday and today. I raced 5 times yesterday and 4 times today.
wow.
So
That's 9 times.
Whoa.
yeah, so wow,
Math.
no, amazing. So, anyways, for all nine runs, I'd never died, and they were all sub 13. That's like the best I've ever done. that game.
Wow.
That's pretty insane, actually.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
You're ready to season it up too.
yeah, I've been.
Dang.
I'm pretty hyped for seasons. Like I put together Ninja Gaiden RTA.wikia.com for anybody that's interested in learning. So I spent
using
some
that
time on
site.
that this week, and did something else.
I saw an awesome
Oh,
slash canceling video.
yeah, I had a little bit of a tutorial video just for some stuff, and I started learning a new game. I now know the first 10 levels of Hudson's Adventure Island 2.
Oh,
So
no.
I'm gonna,
Oh,
man.
nice.
I'm gonna attempt to run that sometime soon. So
Dang.
Dangerous.
it's
You're
getting
getting
really
in there
hard.
for
Though.
ready for season 2, right?
I doubt it. I highly doubt. It's never been raced on. It's been raced. Okay, there was like a stage 3 race or something on SRL once, but it's kind of cool. So we'll see where it goes. That's it.
All right. As for myself, continuing in the plan of actually running games, bizarrely, I played really badly at Vice City in the Tuesday race. That's Tuesdays 8 p.m. GMT, or whatever time it is in England. We do weekly races in Vice City now, so joining the cool weekly race club. I came third, which is bizarre because I suck at the game, but apparently it was just super lucky. So I got a 150.01. And if I was the kind of, what are you doing, PJ? You're not actually doing anything at all, are you? That's just a kid. That's
He's
just
just
a gift.
climbing.
climbing. He's just climbing.
But yeah, I got already 150.01. If I wasn't, if 150 wasn't a completely arbitrary goal, I'd be annoyed. But whatever. I also played some Bayonetta, getting into practice for ESA, just doing simple run-throughs. I can still play that game, which is pretty cool. And I did my first run of Metal Gear Rising, which didn't have any route or anything, and it was a 2:04 game time, or like 2:30 real time. Which, considering, I mean, that was only on normal mode, not on hard, but that's all right, I guess. I don't know. And that's pretty much it as far as speedrunning goes. I booked my time off for ESA as well. Oh, and I'm hosting a meetup, but that's not until the end of June. So, hey, that's all good. Whew. All right, on to guest.
Been a
Opta.
busy week, man.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
a busy
hello.
week. Yeah. Would you like? I'm figuring that's enough talking about me. So, Opta, what have you been up to?
Well, I've been pretty busy with work, but I've been, running some games when I have time. I got a new record in Chrono Trigger earlier this week by about a minute, and then I got a ridiculous Final Fantasy IV run yesterday.
Yeah, that was so
which,
good.
which I think is on the list somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be really hard to beat that one. Other than that, I'm playing a little bit of Tales of Vesperia, all this casual stuff because I don't know, just too busy to do anything so serious. Working on notes and that kind of stuff. That's about it.
Well, I like how a quiet week for you includes 2 PBs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quiet, simple week.
Just crushing
Okay,
everything, you know.
Patchy, Kane Apache.
All right. I achieved absolutely nothing this week in the ways of speedrunning.
Well done.
Good job.
It's
Some homework, and then it just never stops. So, I finished the paper about 30 minutes before this started, and then got more stuff to do after it. But
Well done. No
2
need
weeks
to
ago
confess.
was pretty eventful, so I guess it makes up for the fact that I didn't do anything.
That's okay. I like that you think of your week as not doing anything because you were doing schoolwork.
I know, that's the attitude right there.
That's exactly right. That's how I lived, and look where I came out. Now I have a speedrun show on the internet.
Whoa.
Success.
Big shot.
You got
Yeah.
373 people watching you.
I know, right? Wouldn't have had that if I studied. Okay, Reflected. What have you been up to?
Let's see. I guess like within the past week or so, I started running some Donkey Kong Country 2 102%. I did like 2 runs of that and I PB'd 2 times, so I guess that's good. I consider like both those runs like complete garbage still though, but
4
you know,
hours and 3.5 hours. Not bad.
it is what it is though, so you know. But I don't know. Lately, I've been kind of getting burned out with Donkey Kong 2, so I've taken kind of a break. We had some pretty hype races though last week with Donkey Kong Country 2. We last Sunday we had a pretty big race with some of the Japanese runners, including like myself, Juice, Twig, Drum, Tack Blossom, and some other like pretty good Japanese players, and that was actually like really fun. Me and Juice like stayed up like really late that night just to race with them, but it was really cool because you know, we got to race with some of the Japanese like super good players. So Drum was the previous world record holder, so we got to race with him, and that was really cool. And then on Friday we had another really big any percent race on SRL with 20 people. It was like our biggest DKC2 race ever. We had 2 Japanese players show up, but it seems that like a lot of the other Japanese players really want to like come and race with us. It's just kind of bad timing. So I'm trying to hopefully tie, you know, like the Japanese community more into SRL, and hopefully like we can race together, and that'd be awesome.
It's pretty awkward. The Super Metroid races were at like 9 p.m. Eastern every Sunday just so the Japanese could play.
Yeah, like I set the time for 9 p.m. PST, which is 12 EST, so midnight EST, but that turned out to be like 1 p.m. JST. So it's really hard to kind of get a good time for everybody, especially since we have another player, Klosty, who's from Sweden, and we have Kipples, who's from Australia. So we have like people from everywhere. So it's
you're fucked.
It's pretty hard to get a good time for everybody.
Yeah.
All right. Go on.
But yeah, so aside from DKC2, I've been doing some 16-star hype for seasons. That's pretty fun. We had some pretty fun races on Friday night, and that was pretty good. It was me, Twig, Juice, Garrison, some other guys just doing some 16. Fun stuff. But that's about it.
Yeah, there's been some pretty good Mega Man X races as well lately.
Is X in seasons? Oh, 100% is, right?
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I looked down the list of seasons games and I was like, yeah, no. Can't do any of those.
Yeah, I didn't see Draken on there, so I just gave up.
I was like, you mean one of the games that no one else runs that only I run isn't on there? Yeah, not worth it.
What kind of establishment is this?
What the hell is this shit? All right. And Lee, finally.
Hi.
Hello. What have you been up to?
What have I done in the past week? I've been pretty busy with school as well. Let's see. What have I done in terms of speedrunning? I've been lurking Duckfist's fantastic Ninja Gaiden speedrunning wiki.
Ooh,
gonna pick that up for seasons. That'll be pretty good. In terms of other speedrunning, I missed my PB in Yoshi's Island yesterday by a few seconds just because I'm horrible at throwing eggs at Bowser. So that was that was pretty embarrassing. And then Fallout 2, right? Movement on the overworld map is based on your clock speed, on your CPU speed. So I figured, well, what would happen if I just like went in there and just like, you know, overclocked my computer on purpose just for that, and I have a new world record that I don't really count as a world record because I literally just teleported from place to place.
Nice. The old 1000 FPS Doom jumps and that sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Okay, we better get started on these records then, because otherwise we're going to be here for ages.
We don't have very many records.
We don't. We only have how
like
many?
7 or 8. 6 or 7.
You mean we have a
Teen?
rich, feature-filled show in store for you?
Wait a minute.
We do.
I'm confusing it with a different show. We have a ton of records, actually.
What show are you confusing it?
Your segue just got
Confusing it with
derailed.
Family
I know,
Matters.
it got
That's what
destroyed. All right. Okay, so first up, starting off, we have Afro Samurai, a game based on a TV. It's like a movie only, isn't it? Actually, it's not a TV show. Wherein there's a guy who's got an afro and is also a samurai.
Pretty much
Right.
well described. It's not for the NES.
It's not. It's for the 360, and this is an 80% New Game Plus in 238.00 by Zastbat, who has said, "Oh, here it is. Look, it's the film thing's actually kind of good, by the way. You should maybe watch it."
I'd be impressed if that was on the NES.
Yeah, impressive NES graphics. But he said the run was pretty great. I had a good amount of luck in most fights, and the boss battles went really smooth. Ninjas caused me to lose some time just because of the way they move and how they dodge that. Well, he looks weird in this. How they dodge any attack can be improved with better luck. Lag management might also help, as this game lags when you slice 3+ enemies in half. Great, punishing you for doing well. Then, right?
It's just like bullet time. Supposed to make it more
Oh yeah.
more authentic, right?
Like
That's what
fucking
happens
lollipop
in real life.
chainsaw. Dude, what's that? Is that a cigarette holding 3 cards in the corner?
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah.
of course.
Okay, I'm
What else
glad
would
to
it be?
see. Yeah, but I mean, I've not really played this game aside from the fact that I thought the movie was based on the game when I first saw it because I heard of the game first. But I've seen the movie thing; it's pretty cool, I guess. But I don't really know much about this aside from it. It looks an awful lot like a movie tie-in game, which
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense.
Wasn't this a scene in Kill Bill?
I think there was snow on the ground actually.
Well, he
Like
melted
the-
it all. The
Like
cigarette
the
holding.
entire point of the movie was based around Samuel L. Jackson, I think, and that was
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
we have Samuel L. Jackson and some good artists. Let's make a badass ninja movie or samurai
Yeah.
movie.
Pretty much.
Or
And he needs to have an afro because those are still cool, right?
Well, of course.
Yes.
It'll always be cool. Timeless cool.
Sweet. Oh, is this actually a highlight video? You just
No,
playing
I'm
it?
just
He's
clicking
just-
around.
All right.
Jumping
Okay.
around.
Cool.
Yeah,
That's
whenever
cool.
you're done, just
Oh, I'm done. I was just
All right,
waiting.
cool.
I thought it was a highlight video. I thought I had to keep talking. It's cool.
No, I've got
Uh,
2.5 hours of footage
Okay,
I can
2
play
hours.
here. We can wait as long as you want.
Next up, we got Bastion. This is a PC. The all story levels 49, 46. Some of you may know that there is a duplicate glitch for getting the relics. So this is all story level, so you actually see more than like a third of the game. This is by Lawyer Dog Senior, who has said, I got sub 50 in some no reset runs in preparation for Seamergency, which is on June the 27th. That's quite a way off, actually. Seamergency, we'll talk about that soon. That's the Shark, better known as the Shark Marathon. I found out how Randy Rondy works, so he is no longer a run killer. There's a bit of time left to say with optional movement, but this run was very solid. Randy, okay, whatever. So congratulations, Lawyer Dog. Yeah, Seamergency, we'll definitely talk about that one nearer the time. We should probably talk about the Easter Marathon as well at some point,
Yeah,
if we
should.
remember.
We kind of missed the boat there because the news section is over now.
Yes, you're right.
Randy Rondy's actually just is just Feasel's alternate hero.
Yeah.
It's Feasel's Wii U account, isn't it? Like his online persona. Randy Rondy with a mustache and just like a big grin. All right, Bioshock. Anybody here have played Bioshock who would like to talk a little bit about this? Knows anything about this run? No. Lee, have you not played this?
Have I not? I've played the game.
Yeah, well, there you go. Do you want to read this nice little comment?
All right then.
You've got a good voice.
Sure. This run has a few minor mistakes, but all the major skips and tricks went over exceptionally well. I'm currently in the works of submitting this run to SDA, since this time now beats the segmented run by over 10 minutes. Always nice to hear. Yeah, and features a handful of new tricks that were found after the segmented run was finished. This
Not
time
nice
could still
to
be
hear.
beaten. Time could still be beaten, but as I've gotten busy with school and no longer have the time to sit through as much stress-inducing resets to grind away at attempts, I'm happy with leaving this as the best time. So
Very
if a
cool.
new trick or a major routing change occurs, I'll probably pick it back up. Until then, moving on to other games.
All right, that's
It's a
Bioshock
nice feeling.
5410, any percent. It's nice to be satisfied with a run, even if it is temporarily.
Mm-hmm.
Just how it goes, man.
Just how it is.
It's Lawyer Dog Senior. It's SR. It's Lawyer Dog Senior. You got it. All right, a Blaster Master. Anybody would like to take this one?
I can read these. Cool.
Yeah,
Let's
you
do
can.
it.
I can read.
All right. I can read. Not very well. Okay, so we got 2 runs of Blaster Master by Uranium Anchor. Most well-known Blaster Master speedrunner at this point. He's got a Death Warps and a Deathless category runs. The Death Warps is 32:53, and the Deathless is 40 minutes even. So what he says about the Death Warps run, so apparently when I said soonish, I meant within 24 hours. This is an improvement of about 10 seconds to the previous run. I still had some moments of bad luck, but I feel like the overall execution is much improved, so I don't think I'll be trying to improve this again anytime soon. However, I need to improve the Deathless run now, so that's my next project. And let me see. His Deathless run, as he is referring to, he says he actually has an accidental death in it, but I'm assuming it is a strictly time-wasting death, and so that's why he's not technically disqualified from this category.
That's
He's kind of the
flashing
authority
epileptic frog. We need a gif of that.
Anyway, so he says, given my experience the night I got this run, I'm thinking a high 38 or low 39 will be my goal. So this isn't too far off despite all the mistakes. So that's about a minute away from where he is now. Anyway, so that's something to look forward to. I always like watching runs of this game. Blaster Master is a very relaxing game. It's just the right length, I think, for an NES speedrun for a game of this pace. I enjoy Blaster Master.
That's a gentle wander through the park.
Exactly.
There's a lot of him killing himself, which, I mean, I
Yeah, don't worry
get,
about
but...
It says Death Warps runs.
It is
Yeah,
Death
this is-
Warps.
Kill himself.
This is the run with Death Warps.
Mm.
He's been streaming a lot of Blaster Master. He streamed like
Has he?
a few hours of it yesterday. I watched a good deal of that.
Has he played anything else in the last 3 years? Does anybody know? Pretty confident it's all he plays.
He's
I
not
know
fun
you're
with that.
What?
He's run
I
a
know
few
UA
things,
was
but
thinking about picking up Mega Man 8 if I couldn't make it to the...
Oh, yeah?
Second and 8, really?
he also did Shatterhand and Ninja Gaiden 3.
Oh, believe it or not, I did all this crazy stuff in 32 minutes and 53 seconds. That's got to be some kind of world record for frog rate. You're right, Jason. It is. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Wall
Okay.
text.
So congratulations, Uranium Anchor. Reflected, are you ready for this, by the way? You're about to hear the greatest tedious connection in the world ever.
Oh, I'm ready.
Buckle up. Here it comes.
Okay. I think I might be going too far on this, and it might not be necessary to do this much. However,
Well, if you think you're going too far, there's
Yeah.
a good chance you've already gone
no, but I
past.
think there's one less degree that I could use, but I'm going too much. So,
All right, go with full Monty.
so you run a Donkey Kong game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a Donkey Kong 64, right?
Yep.
There's also a Bomberman 64, right? And if
Mhm.
you flip the 6 around, it's a 9. Bomberman 94. So you're perfect to talk about Bomberman 94.
I know absolutely nothing about that game.
It's a typo. It's just Bomberman 64. Just go.
That's a comment.
Just
Don't
go
worry.
with it.
That's a
one
comment.
wanted
You got
defense,
it.
Fine.
Yep.
Just
Wait, so you really
read-
want me to talk about this
Yeah,
game?
absolutely.
I've never even seen it.
That's
I've never seen
those
it
make
either.
the best
Oh,
one.
dude, I've played this game. It's on WiiWare. It's awesome.
All you gotta do is
My
just read the
player
Google
Bomberman,
Doc.
dude.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't even have
Read
the
the
Google
Google
Doc open.
Trust
That is
Oh.
pro.
Oh, just dropping the ball.
All right.
You got it.
Wait, there's no. Hang on.
There's Sesh.
So, ignore what I've previously just said. Sub 35 is a great time, although a fair amount can still come off this if I get really good luck. This run takes advantage of certain upgrades that you only lose if you die, such as remote bombs, multi-bomb, and the ability to just walk through bombable blocks as you please.
So I assume that would be a no-
Good job to Bigfoot Mike.
Bigfoot Mike
3453.
is...
Oh my God.
That's the guy who
Mike.
crushed us all on Future Cop at
Future Cop,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
AGDQ.
Yeah,
Bigfoot.
he was part of the Future Cop team. But
And
Big
this
Mike
actually is TurboGrafx 16. I
it's
believe.
actually on a TurboGrafx, yes.
Yeah.
This is 34, 33, 53. Just a question: is there a Donkey Kong 94?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, yeah.
There is. So I didn't
Yeah.
need to go that far, did I?
No.
I thought
I'm-
I wasn't sure.
So it's kind of interesting that this is actually on TurboGrafx because I thought this was like a Japan-only title until it came out on Virtual Console. But the one I played was Bomberman '93 actually, which was awesome because you could have 5 players. So if this one's the same way, it's probably just as cool.
This looks
5
really
players?
awesome.
He's just walking over everything. This
Yeah.
is like the most boring Bomberman ever.
Yeah.
Is
The only
he's
Bomberman I
on
played
this
very
ship or
much
something? Yeah.
Was the
Yeah, the TurboGrafx Bombermans have some of the best multiplayer modes. They're really fun.
Because you
The
can
one-
just through
what was
everything
it?
and then bomb your rival.
We played one on. My friend had one on PC, which had 8 players local on PC, all using the keyboard, gamepad, joysticks, whatever you could find. So my friend had 2 USB ports because this was like 1996, and then 6 people would be crowded around hogging the keyboard to try and find like enough keys next to each other that they could play. It was pretty ridiculous. But it's pretty fun. I had Bomberman so much fun. Dude, look how many. Thank God this
Multi-bomb
has.
right there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Joseph's sweet
boss.
powers.
That's not actually fair.
Made short work of that dragon. Dang.
Also, really good drinking game for Bomberman. Take a shot of something strong when you kill yourself. Best drinking game ever, trust me.
That's so dangerous, though.
No, it's not. It's really not. It's brilliant.
It's a very slippery slope.
After like 5 suicides, you're playing so carefully that nobody does anything. Everyone's just worried, and then eventually you kill yourself anyway because nobody's about to kill you. It's great. Anyway, moving on. Symphony of the Night, PJ. This is normally your thing, so would you like to chit chat?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Let me find where the stuff is. All right. So Rom Scout got an Alucard All Bosses record. Actually, during the showcase race, I think it was.
Oh yeah.
Is that right? I think so. So the time to beat is now a 36:26. I always enjoy watching, so even though I'm pretty sure no one else does.
I think
God.
everybody's seen all of Soden. That's.
Yeah.
PJ's so obsessed with GIFs, he's got the GIF opening page now. What are you doing?
I'm trying to multitask here. I've got 2 monitors, but the problem is I have 2 computers hooked up to them, so it's not really what we want. Yeah, it's pretty crazy to set a record in a live race like that, but it's also Rom Scout, so he probably prepared for it by not playing this category for a few months.
Sounds about right.
See, the thing is normally when people don't play a game, they get worse at it. But what happens is when Rom Scout's copy of Symphony of the Night doesn't get played, it gets worse at killing Rom Scout.
Yeah.
And that's what happens. It gets out of practice.
I think it gets worse at screen scrolling. I don't even know what just happened there, but yeah, I don't know. It's a pretty cool game.
And isn't this
I don't know if
just
this route uses, like, they found a whole bunch of new stuff to help with the any % route, like using the new fairy glitch to do the item duplication instead of sword card. I don't know if he does any of that in this or if it's just, yeah, I don't know. I really have no idea where the improvement comes from, but
Hey, it's Rom Scout.
yeah. it's
Okay.
not-
We got Crash Bandicoot on the show, and we also have a Crash Runner on the show. Crazy
Yay.
coincidence. So much Crash this week, I thought, hey, let's get a guy who knows about Crash on the show. So, Kane
reflect it.
Apache,
Take it off.
you
right.
play a game with an animal that's brown.
Indeed, I do.
Crash Bandicoot's orangey brown. But yeah, Patchy, you've got 4 Crash games to talk about. So, I'll tell you what. You can start talking about Crash Bandicoot 1 now, and then when I've had enough, I'll tell you to talk about 2, and so on. How's that?
All right, sounds like
Perfect.
a plan. So, this first one up is by myself, although I didn't achieve anything this week. Last week I did happen to get the 100% time for it. I've been working on this for a few months, but my previous time I just wasn't liking anymore, so I decided to beat it. and I was shooting for sub 120. I got a 120.29, which isn't bad, but definitely improvable still. Ended up doing another run on Thursday of last week and got within 6 seconds of this, I think. And at one point, I was a minute and a half ahead. So it should easily be a 119 or possibly lower. So whenever I have free time, I'll definitely be going back at this.
Is it how many unintentional deaths are there?
2.
Two.
There was one in, where was it? I think it was in the high road.
Crash Bandicoot.
And then there's another one right there. So like it was on both sides of Pinstripe. So what's that?
We'll find it, PJ.
Either way,
we'll find it in the
I'm on
highlights. It'll be played.
It should be about 35 minutes in.
Making it too easy for me now.
I'll definitely be going back at this one.
So 100% is just all gems and crystals, right?
Well, technically, it's all. There's no crystals. It's just all gems.
Oh yeah.
But
right.
I think it's 64% of the data is beating levels. But in order to get that, you're supposed to beat the bonus rounds. But they put in a check that if you get all 26 gems and both keys, then you get that all 64% of that anyways. So we just ignored bonus rounds.
That's nice.
So they coded something and then decided, nah, fuck it. Let's code that out, sort of.
They didn't want to skip the bonus stages.
Right. And plus, the bonus stages are retroactive, so like if you beat like the 5th level's bonus round, then it gives you all the percentages up to that point. It's like, well, you beat the levels to get here, so
right.
But unfortunately, no one's found a way to like glitch into the wrong bonus rounds. So
yeah,
that would be pretty crazy if you could like glitch into the last level's bonus round and then
just do that. Congratulations!
I beat the game.
All right, Crash 2 then, also 100% record beaten this week.
Yep, this one was by Mr. Bean, 35,000 VR in 1 hour, 22 minutes and 57 seconds. He plays on the PAL version, and the reason PAL version is superior.
PJ, what are you doing? Stop
I was trying to download something. There was this Crash that GIF posted there, and I wanted to get it, but I can't because Anyways, keep going.
All right. He plays on the PAL version. The reason PAL version is superior in this one is because it is like 10 minutes faster purely on movement speed. So if you ever watch it, it just looks impressive.
That's the one where they overcompensated, right?
Yeah, considerably. Yeah. Plus, there's like a movement, not really glitch, but like abuse of unintentional speed mechanics that is just considerably better on PAL version. But this was a huge improvement. He's been working on this for like the past couple months, but before he started doing that, his previous best time was 1 hour 29 minutes. And a large chunk of that is just because someone finally convinced him that PS2 is better because you don't have to watch the game load as and it is. But at the same time, I think this is probably a better run overall. He had 8 deaths in that 129, and he's trying to eliminate a lot of those. So
cool.
He's still going hard at this one, but it's definitely a huge improvement.
Yep.
So I have a question.
Go for it.
Is the PAL version just like a different category then, because it's just so much faster, or is it just does everyone just run on PAL?
It's for Crash games, we don't really break it up into category because there's not very many people that run it, and it'd be like, well, this guy runs his own category, and then this other guy runs his own category, and there's so many different like differences. If you run on a PS1, then you have really bad loading times. If you play on a PS3, you have even worse loading times.
Yeah, I never understood that.
If you play on a PS2, you have pretty good loading times.
But if you play on the PS2 Slim,
then you have even better loading times. And then if you turn fast disk speed on a PS2 Slim, like you have amazing loading times. And then if you play on emulator, you have anywhere between PS3 and PS2 Slim loading times, and it's completely random.
That's
Amazing.
pretty good. Yeah. I need to run Yoshi's Island on PAL then. That's pretty much the answer. Yoshi runs 33% faster.
Or do you time attacks and pause the timer in between cutscenes?
All right, Crash 3 as well happened this week too.
This one was any percent Crash 3 by Solar Bowler in 51 minutes and 5 seconds. He and Stone Knot 1 have been going back and forth on this, or they were for like 2 weeks. It was at like 52 minutes, I think, and then someone got a 51, then someone else got a slightly better 51, and they traded a few times, and this finally has settled down to the time that it's resting at now. I think most of the improvements just movement mechanics. I'm not sure how many mistakes, if any, were in the previous best run, but they're both really good at this game and have abused several of the different movement techniques for this one. That's one thing about the Crash series, is every single one has a different way of moving that's faster. And in this highlight, you'll see where he's doing this slide hop thing, and it just launches you compared to like basic running speed. And then when you get the mask, it's the fastest way to move. So like if you get running boots, you think you're going pretty good, but if you pick up a mask, you just want to start slide flopping the ground, and you'll just go crazy.
Actually, surprisingly fast. And also Crash Bash. If we leave the Crash 3 running while you talk about Crash Bash, the last Crash run this week.
Indeed. So to round it off, we have probably, I'm going to put this as number 3 on worst game to speedrun that I can think of off the top of my head. It's basically an RNG simulator. You just have a chance of winning, and it's a whole bunch of mini games in a row. But the previous record of this was like 3 hours, 15 minutes, I think. So this was like a half an hour improvement, which is pretty incredible. So not having watched this whole run, it looks like he got really good luck.
For 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, cool. That's all the Crash done. Crisis Core next. Obda, you're the closest we got linked to this one. So if you want to go for it.
We have Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII done on the PSP by Rini MT. She has to say, let's see. After discovering some time savers right before Pistols for Life, I was itching to get back to record attempts, and I'm glad I did. This wasn't the best of runs, but some of the early splits proved to me just what this updated route can do. Now to get the RNG to agree with this. I watched quite a bit of the run at Crystals for Life, at least, and she's got the game pretty much down. There's a lot of cutscenes in the game, but the fighting mechanics and stuff are pretty abusable. You can like get behind enemies and critical a lot and throw beach umbrellas at people, and it's fairly fun to watch, especially if you haven't played the game before.
If you haven't played it before.
If you haven't played it before, you get to actually see the storyline and stuff.
All right.
And the ending.
All right, cool. What?
Oh, that's it.
Yeah. All right. We got. Wait, I covered it up. What is this? Disney's Aladdin. No, this is the Mega Drive version. So if any of you have played that, odds are slim. Come on.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I haven't either, so I'll just go for it anyway. This is Disney's Aladdin, the Mega Drive version, any percent normal Mega Drive, so it's PAL, of course, in 1423 by Schizo Dude. He said, "Hey guys, I have run Disney's Aladdin. I ran it on PC using the Kega Fusion emulator. I'm aware it wouldn't be official unless I streamed from a console.
Wait,
as far as I'm aware,
the PAL. Are you sure this is a PAL version?
Well, it says PAL here. Why would someone
he has
put it
an emulator and he chose to run the PAL version?
I don't know, dude. Dude, don't ask me, man.
Wait, I've
That's
played
what it
this
says
game
on the
before.
board.
Holy shit.
Have you? It's good, dude.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's pretty good, yeah.
This was one of the ones where I believe the Mega Drive one and the SNES one are different, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
It was one when I watched the Aladdin speedrun, and I was like, "What the fuck is this game?"
This isn't the game at all. This is Beauty
He's
and
not-
the Beast.
He's not. Where are the apples? I don't understand. But yeah, he said, as far as I'm aware, the current speedrun time was around 17 minutes, so he sort of crushed that, if that's true. But this one I played, my cousins had this on floppy disk on PC, this and the Mega Drive Lion King game as well. And I played the first stage, which looked a lot like this stage, but wasn't. It's a pretty good game, I thought.
Yeah,
Looks
the Aladdin
good
games
anyway.
are really good.
Yeah. Looks nice.
Yeah.
But hey, so that's Aladdin, Disney's Aladdin on Mega Drive. Hey, Reflected.
Yo, what's going on? Sorry.
You play a Donkey Kong game, right?
Are you gonna have me talk about DK64?
Yeah, I am.
It's like
There's not
you've been on
much.
the show before.
All you've got to do is read the game, the category, the time, and the percent. I mean, so that's all good. Just go for it.
So we have Donkey Kong 64 on the N64, 101% by CFox7. He got a 654.20. Very, very long category. I don't really know. I personally don't know too much about DK64. I've seen a little bit of it. That game just looks like going through any wall in the game that you want to at any time.
Yeah,
That's as much as I know.
Or
basically
sometimes
it.
over the wall.
Over the wall, under the wall,
Yeah.
through the wall, anywhere you want.
Walls are
In
just
what
a notion.
circumstance do you need to go over the wall that going through the wall is not sufficient?
I don't know. They probably just hadn't found it yet. Oh no, PJ, don't.
I'm just gonna
Oh.
do the shopping sequence.
The
Oh,
shopping.
this will work.
Go for it, PJ.
This will work. Anyways, keep going. You got this.
We're done.
No, you're not done. There's Donkey Kong 64 to watch.
PJ, what do you want to say? Go on.
I don't
Just
want to
say
say
it.
anything.
Congratulations.
I just wanted to watch Donkey Kong and I couldn't get it loaded fast
Well, now
enough.
you've got 6 hours, 55 minutes of Donkey Kong to watch. But hey, congratulations, CFox. Guess I'm glad to see you back on the Donkey Kong 101%. I don't really know, but
I definitely am.
I know you are. But
I will
anyway,
enjoy every minute of your torture. Yeah.
congratulations on the new record, and I hope you never have to play this game again. All right, next up, serious now. So this is one of the most cool, awesome records to see on the show in well, not in a long time because we get them quite often, but definitely huge record. Reflector, would you like to talk about what you did here? Go for it.
Yeah, sure. So, recently I got the Donkey Kong Country 2 world record at 41:57, which is in 42:16 Nico timing, a 3-second improvement over the previous world record by Drum, who he got actually the he had the old world record back in January. He beat Riz's old run, which was 42:22. So that's about I forget the difference, but he beat his time in January. So I guess just to give you kind of a good perspective on the times in this game, like the Japanese players in this game have single-handedly dominated the scene for pretty much forever. Like their times have been like a 42-minute any percent time was like we overseas players have just gotten 42 minutes just recently, like just in last December. I got my first 42-minute speedrun, and Juice got his as well. So it's been very recent, and they've been getting like 42-minute any percent times all the way since like 2011.
Ages, yeah.
So like the Japanese Donkey Kong Country 2 like speedrunning community has always been like really good. They have so many players. They have, a ton of players, a ton of really good players, etc., etc. So, it's I guess very big that someone non-Japanese has taken the actual world record from them.
It's pretty huge because For ages, it was like the 10th best Japanese guy was still faster than the best Western player.
Right. So like they've dominated forever, and it's interesting because we've gotten like really good like within the past like 6 months. Like my PB probably 6 months ago was maybe like a 45 or 46 minute 80% time. So like we've gotten really good. Back in December, when I got my first 42 minute like 80% time, I was really happy about it, and I was like, I've made a lot of mistakes in this run, and I honestly felt that I could improve it. Then I got another PB, and I was like, well, this is improvable as well, right? So I kept playing, and eventually, right, like my time was like 42:11, 42:10. Like I was honestly like 15 seconds from the world record. I'm just like, well, I think I can still improve this, but I don't know. I've never actually had the idea that I could take the world record, because to me, the Japanese players have always just been that much better. They've just been so much faster. They've just been crazy. It's just crazy. Like I just never thought like I would even come close to being as good as they would be. But like as I kept playing, like I was really not trying to play against them. I was just kind of playing against myself. Like, okay, like I got this time. I can beat this run. I can beat this run. I can beat this run. And then it wasn't even until like maybe a month ago that I was like, wow, like this is my PB, and like I can do this and this and this to save time, and I can actually get the world record. Like I just came to like the realization that I can actually get the world record. But yeah,
nice. It's awesome for us because like this record was one of our like first records we would talk about on the show all the time with Riz.
Riz was the hero of the show.
Yeah, the hero of the show for
Riz
ages.
is amazing. I still think he's amazing. I still think he's probably the best Donkey Kong 2 player.
It took like 10 months before somebody beat that time.
Yeah,
it was just ridiculous. So anyway, rightio. Congratulations, Reflected. We're seriously, amazed at the run. PJ was like, we got to invite Reflected, and then PJ forgot that we said that, but then we were like, shit, no, we got to get him anyway.
We're like, who do we have for the show? Well, duh.
Just real quick also, quick shout outs to everybody that definitely helped me, the Donkey Kong community and Number DKC. Special thanks to, Juice, Twig, RPC, definitely helped me out, kept the community striving, kept competitive. Shout outs to, the next gen players. We have a lot of new players picking up the game.
And DKC2. DKC2 for season 2, right?
Yeah, so DKC2 is in seasons for SRL, 80%. Yeah. So I expect it to be played. I don't know how popular it'll be compared to SM64 16 star, obviously, but
it'll be people getting crushed by the parrot stages. That's what's going to happen.
So actually, one other thing I want to mention is that quite recently there is a new strategy that Kipples, who is a really good Australian DKC2 runner, he made this new strategy in this level, Parachute Panic, which basically saves like 3 seconds in that level. I don't know if you've seen it in the run, but it's like a really, really fast-paced, really, really intense, like, it's really cool to watch level when it's speed ran properly. But he made this new strategy that basically makes this insane, like, old existing strategy much easier and safer, and I used that in the run. So because of his strat, I was able to save 3 seconds on one level. So definitely big shout outs to Kipples.
Nice. Okay, I was gonna hand this one off to Russ just before he left, but I think he's gone already. Dang. But
okay, I'm technically still here. I mean, if you just do
you really want to do it? It's ET.
Sure. I'll cruise through it.
Perfect.
So here we have E.T. the Extraterrestrial on, is that the Atari 2600?
It is.
That is what that is.
Whoa.
It is.
Wow. First of which we've had. Sweet. So that's by DSmon on expert difficulty in 56.5 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we're playing the whole video.
Entire run here.
We're going to see the whole thing.
Our highlight videos are typically like capped at 2 minutes, so I think this is pretty good.
Yeah.
He
So,
dug this game out of the desert, guys.
Oh,
Wasn't even
glad to
hard.
have such an old, such a gem on the Sunday sequence break here. So, here's what DSmon has to say. This run is all about RNG manipulation to ensure that the phone pieces reside in that optimal spot every time. This is done by simply holding the fire button down while turning the game system on. Okay. All right.
What?
Interesting mechanic. The rest of the run is trying to optimize movement, and he uses a Sega Genesis controller to help with that. Overall, I'm happy with this run, as it is only 2 seconds away from the TAS time. Wow, 2 seconds from the task. That's pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm. And now all the rest of it is going to be him waiting around for the ship to come.
Is that it, really?
Yeah, well, normally the things that you have to do are you have to find the 3 phone pieces, and you have to fall into every one of those pits on all these, 8 screens that are available to you, and until you find all the 3 pieces. So I guess by holding the button in so he starts in the very first frame, he knows exactly where they are. And then the other thing you have to find is the phone home zone, which is really what it is. And it's the spot where you have to call your ship from, and you have to stand in that spot. So you basically have to walk around to every square of the overworld until you find that spot. And that's the game.
Great
It's a
game.
game responsible for the great video game crash of 85,
81,
whatever.
yeah.
81, so yeah. All right.
Thanks, everybody. So that's
Thanks
going to be
very
it
much,
for me. I'm heading out.
See ya. Have a
Enjoy the
good
rest of the
night.
episode, y'all. See you next time.
Yeah. See ya. All right. Echo the Dolphin. Genesis version, sorry. US any percent glitched. Wait, glitched, huh? Okay. 2016. I heard rumors that this isn't a record anymore, but I'm not sure.
Correct.
Who
The
knows?
next one's the record. Have big profits.
Oh my God! Why is this still here then?
Yeah, I got rid of it. Don't worry about
Get
it.
out of here.
Not in the dock. Right, let's move on. Get out
There
of
is
there.
no
rubbish
dock.
one. Sorry, for some reason nobody removed that from the. I'm going to delete the row now. There we go. Echo the Dolphin, Genesis any percent is 1930. Okay, no, 1936 by half date profit. So this is glitched, right?
Yeah.
So originally I wasn't going to submit this time because I'm hoping to improve by about a minute. But all runs this week failed at the last boss. It's not really that big a deal. Insane new glitches that break the entire game found. 1936 beating the previous record by 4 minutes 8 seconds. It's looking like they'll be divided into different categories though, with the 1936 being the true any percent and the old route being the no camera fees clip that some runners are choosing to run, including Blue Glass at SGDQ. So they're doing this at SGDQ as well,
Apparently.
without the cool new glitch.
Apparently.
Yes.
Look at him go! Whoa! Look at that!
Yeah.
What's he doing?
Nope.
So this is
Genesis
it.
Swim underneath the.
Genesis programmers never really figured out how to make cameras work.
Or the floor. It's the floor.
Or, well, in Sonic, you can just look up and the camera moves up, and then magic happens.
Yeah. Just gonna scoot along, and then
What's he doing?
he's back, and then he's back. He's cleaning the floor.
Yeah,
Cleaning the floor.
Sweet.
Censored?
yeah, dude, he's being rude. We can't.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty interesting that this new tech in Echo was found. Like the current Echo community is like 4 people now. It's like Rezard, I think he's the one who found this, Half Baked, and Vorpal. And I think New Pants is also, he's a Donkey Kong 2 player. He's also but there's hardly any runners in this game. But it's just interesting that they're able to just come out with some ridiculous tech like this.
Yeah, it's pretty silly.
amazing because the community's bigger than it's ever been before. Like
Yeah.
4
I
people.
like that they took the entirety of the game and made it shorter, and that was like
Yeah.
the fun part, I'm assuming. And the only thing
Yeah.
left is the awful last stage.
Of course, sounds like DK64.
Yeah, the last
right?
stage is an 8-minute auto-scroller, so you almost devote half of your run to an auto-scroller.
Nice.
Yeah, fantastic.
Okay, so this game is called Esper Dream 2. I have no idea what it is, but I would normally give this to Feasel because it's an NES game. But by the sounds of it, it sounds like a JRPG.
Oh god.
Am I right in thinking that?
Yes, it is a JRPG. It is
So-
an action, or well, it is sort of an action RPG, well, action-ish, by Konami for the
So
NES.
should I give this to Feasel or to Opta? What
no,
do I
that's
do?
all I know about it. Just watch the video, though. It's
Well,
pretty
Ogda's going
self-explanatory.
to have to read the whole Final Fantasy block because we're all
That
going
is
to go to
true.
the bathroom and get a
Sure.
Okay.
Right.
So
I tell you what, Feasel, you kick it off. You do Esper Dream so that he can build up to Final Fantasy.
Right, get himself prepped for the Final Fantasy
Yeah.
block. All right, cool. Well, this is a run of Esper Dream 2 for the NES. Apparently this was a Japanese game, and I think he's playing on an English translation hack of it. But this is a run by Sets in 108.38. He says, this is a Japan-only NES game. I play in a translation hack because it makes it more entertaining both for me and the people who watch. The general route for this game is to buy the most expensive gun you can first, and it turns out to be worth it because the first two bosses would otherwise take several minutes each. But with the Stardust gun, you can kill them within 10 seconds if you get lucky. Also, it saves much time on forced encounters in the first 3 book worlds. This run had 1 death in it, although it only cost me around 30 to 40 seconds. I'm planning on trying to improve it further, but this is a good run and route for now. I think up to 3 minutes can be shaved off with better encounter luck and riskier strats.
Huh.
So you might notice the way these encounters work is it's sort of like a JRPG style where you just walk around and you'll hit a spot and then it'll go into a battle scene. The battle scenes are neat because they're this 2D top-down view, which is kind of unique. But the way the encounters work is there's these little paw prints that are moving around in the overworld, so you can see where the encounters are supposed to be, and you basically are trying to dodge those things. And so I guess it takes some amount of skill to be able to, predict what they're going to do. I see him narrowly miss a lot of those encounters, so that must be some skill involved there.
Must be intentional. Oh my god, he's fighting blue chocobos.
Yeah, I like this giant blue bird. It's amazing.
that's why Blue Chocobo isn't in Final Fantasy. They were all killed.
All got shot. They couldn't run in the deep rivers anymore. They got screwed up.
Yeah.
But hey, it's kind of cutesy, doesn't it?
I think it's by Konami, which is weird because this is
Look at
Yeah.
that
the
guy.
most far out there Konami game I could think of.
Look at that
Yeah.
little star dude that's following you.
The Star Dude. I don't know why you
Oh,
get
man.
a Star Dude at some point, but
Dude, it's Rystar. What's he doing?
It is right star.
It looks. Yeah,
Which
really,
makes
it's
perfect
weird.
sense.
This final boss is crazy. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. Doesn't it make sense that it's right? Whoa, my god, suddenly.
But he,
Suddenly
is,
took it out of
he
the
actually
game.
looks like the final boss. What the
yeah,
hell?
Yeah.
that looks like
Yeah.
a final game, a big skill
That's-
final boss.
How are you even supposed to dodge that? Those bullets tracked you.
It looks like he's just tanking all the hits, though. I don't think he's doing much dodging.
Doesn't matter. Just,
It's an RPG final boss fight. I mean, why not?
yeah. Alright, Obda, you got 3 Final Fantasy games and you can talk for as little as you like about them.
Or as much as I want, right?
Yeah, or as alternatively.
Okay, first up we have Final Fantasy IV, done by this Obda Jr. guy.
Yeah.
And it's actually any percent RTA. There's a save and reset trick near the beginning of the
Reset?
game.
No.
I thought you played straight through this time.
Well, no, to do the misclip at the beginning of the game, you need to save and reset for that one.
Oh,
It saves it's a new trick. It's you kind of clip through mist and enter from the opposite side, so you can buy dancing daggers really early, and they're ridiculously strong.
okay.
Saves about 4 minutes overall. So it is just an RTA. But yeah, when we found that, I took forever to make an actual run that incorporated it. But as soon as I did, I eventually, not only did I save a bunch of time because of the misclip, I also played really well and saved all the time I was for the rest of the parts, and then I derped a boss at the end, and it was really bad.
Like every one of your splits gained huge time.
Yeah, I was up 9 minutes at one point.
Yeah.
On my previous world record.
Yeah, that was
and
insane.
then I lost 3 minutes, so I only saved 5 minutes. But
Oh.
getting under 3 hours and 30 minutes was something I've been trying, or like we didn't even think was possible like a little while ago.
That's
it's pretty
quite
awesome.
correct me if I'm wrong here, but there's quite a few Final Fantasy IV guys at the moment, right?
Yeah, there's a bunch of us. A bunch of people are starting to learn it. There's me. There's one of the Twitch partners, Crumps. He's a big streamer.
Yeah.
Crumps too, yeah. Let's see. Someone in Porom. Let's squish it.
Come back.
Let's see who else. Dacid Bro. Well, Rain is
Wasn't Rain running it? Yeah.
Yeah. He hasn't been running much lately. He's been pretty busy, but he's
right.
Every time I talk to him, he's like, "Oh, I'm going to beat your record, speed ones, Romans." And
all right. Next up is Final Fantasy VIII. This FF Gamer 86. I got it.
You did it. Well done.
Somebody a while ago said to me that, as soon as FF Gamer 86 starts running, the time's going to go down. And I guess they were right, because this was his 7th attempt, and it was a world record.
Yeah,
so,
he's got that game science.
Yeah, so do you know much about this one? As far as I'm aware, now correct me if I'm incorrect, it is involving getting card mod, turning cards into ridiculous items, and then destroying the game.
Yeah, the biggest sources of RNG are in the first hour. You have to get the Quistis card very early, use it, card mod it into a bunch of triple magics, and then you become way stronger than you're supposed to be. And because enemies and bosses scale with your level, you have a massive amount of strength at level 14 or something like that, and you just completely crush every boss. So the other source of RNG is you don't get to choose your party for the last battle. So if you don't have your right party, you have to wait until people die, and then they have to switch out.
Yeah, because the angel... Dude, because there's no way around that. That's horrible.
Yeah. So the 6 hours in between are kind of boring, but
so how did
just memorizing everything in the game is pretty tough.
Yeah. How did he do with the RNG? Did he get it good? Or
I have not seen the run actually, but apparently it looks pretty good.
I know he was like 3 minutes ahead of it because, believe it or not, I was swapping between this and the Final Fantasy X run, seeing what was going on. So I did watch a bit, but it was always like talking. I don't think I saw a single fight in the 25 minutes I watched, which isn't actually that surprising, really. But
he was rerouting this with Oxnard after the Crystals for Life marathon, right?
Yeah. And as soon as Kara, gets some time, he's probably going to, beat it.
Yeah. What do you mean? As soon as he's got infinite time?
Well, yeah,
he's got the time.
He's got infinite time, so he's going to beat it eventually. But
all right, and then speaking of Kara, Final Fantasy X as well. Is this, as far as I'm aware, the new cutscene skips, or sort of things? Is this where the time came from?
Is it single segment? Yeah. I don't know. I guess so.
Yeah.
I don't actually know anything about Final Fantasy X other than the strategies.
Yeah, he finished 10:34:55. He saved 1 second on the last split, which is as any of you don't know, the final boss in this game is killed by a zombie.
Yeah.
then a Phoenix down. Absolutely pathetic, but
that is unfortunate.
Yeah, it's just
zombie
real
attack plus Phoenix down. It's pretty funny.
It's really fitting, though, I think.
Yeah, don't you think that the last boss is a complete joke? But is Karakhan, he just shaves time off of this. I thought he was using some of the new cutscene skip type things in it, but I guess honestly I'm not sure. So
I think there's been runs with the cutscene skips already, and he just got a better time.
Oh, fair enough. All right. Okay, next up, Final Fight. Not a Final Fantasy game, so we'll swap this out. We'll throw that out there. Who wants Final Fight?
Dibs.
Oh, okay. Go for it.
All right. So Murph got a Final Fight 3 run with Guy. Time here is 22:51, which is mad fast. I hate beat 'em ups. I hate beat 'em ups. I hate fighting games. And Final Fight 3 is the only beat 'em up I actually enjoy watching. I watch every attempt that Murph has done when I've been. It's pretty sad. I don't even know why I like it, but I love watching this game. So Guy's pretty broken because he can infinite combo basically everything with this dash attack, which is just ridiculously dumb. So you hit the boss, get him in the corner, and then crush him. It's unreal.
Wow.
But yeah, the game is obviously it's a beat 'em up, so it's ridiculously random. I've watched through the whole thing, and he'll be fighting 2 guys, and he'll have them trapped in the infinite, and one of the other enemies, usually May, will just walk up and throw him right in the middle of the combo. So it's real dumb, but Yeah,
Is
it's
the
a mad
infinite
good run.
hard to execute? Like, is it precise? Do you know? Or
I don't know if beat 'em ups are more execution.
What?
Yeah, the elevator is so dumb. These enemies are assholes.
he's fighting tiny blankers. Like, what's...
Yeah.
No, it's Joe.
They're just Girl Scouts.
No, it's Joe. You're right. It's just, well, they're all Joe.
All of them.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's execution as much as just like grouping and hoping you get good luck and reacting to what the enemies do. But yeah, mad good. Real good time. So he's gonna be working on the other 3 categories now.
Just the other
Nice.
characters.
Yeah, 3 other characters. There's Hagar, Lucia, and then that other guy.
Cody.
No,
No,
Dean.
Oh, Dean.
Yeah,
Dean. What a-
Dude.
he can't really do much of anything. I don't. You'll see him when he gets around if he ever gets through that.
All right, PJ, don't stop because your favorite platform is next. Your favorite PS1 platform.
Oh God, yes. Even though.
Oh wait,
Kane's
no
on
wait,
the
Patchy did it. Sorry, I
Yeah.
didn't see that.
it's on the
Patchy,
show. You got
tell
this.
us about this.
All right, so Frogger, he's back. 2 weeks ago, my successful week, not my do nothing week. I did a practice run of Frogger and happened to get a really good time. So this beats SSBM's time of 15:14 by a few seconds. So hopefully he'll be able to crack open the game and get away from Yu-Gi-Oh to play some of this again. But this still had
Get
4
away
deaths.
from pouring
It'll def-
all of his time down the drain.
Yeah. But this will be interesting to see how close, how far down we end up driving this eventually. But what is this video? But the unfortunate thing about this run is the first zone. 3 of the first 4 levels that you play have this gator that randomly can appear on top of the frogs. And so it's like, I had a route, but now there's a gator on it that's guaranteed to kill me. So I don't have a route anymore. But a lot of it's just grinding that zone to get a good run. Hopefully,
This isn't the fabled all golden frogs category then.
no. Even, like, unfortunately, no matter what category you play, you have to play the first zone.
Oh.
There's no way around it. Sad. I'm so confused. Oh, the death. Is this
Ha.
another one of the deaths?
The death.
Yeah, it is.
That's all the highlight video is gonna be.
Death highlights. You missed one.
Oh.
There was 4 deaths. You only got 3.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
my
there's-
gosh.
no, you
there it
didn't.
is. Oh.
So it's obviously still improvable then. Is there much RNG in this, by the way? Oh.
Once you get past the first zone, there's not really much RNG, but there are a few near frame perfect tricks that we'd avoid. Like in this one that we're watching with the barrels, you can get past the beginning section a slight bit early and save like 2 seconds on one of the frogs, but it's a run ender. And since 2 seconds is not the amount of time left to be improved by from dying,
Yeah.
avoid it.
All right. I think it's the first time we've actually seen Froggy He's back on video, is it? I'm not sure. But anyway, congratulations, Patchy. Another PS1 classic put to rest. Okay, next up, Ghost in the Shell. Lee, do you want to go for this? Because no real reason.
All right, sure. Next up
No
is
real
Ghost in the
reason.
Shell
Can't
on
argue
the
that.
No, you really can't.
Yeah.
Ghost in the Shell on the PlayStation Uno. Any percent. 27:42 is the time by one Mr. Zastbat. He says, besides the boss on Mission 10, this run went very well. Small improvements can be made with better boss luck.
Continuing the anime movie tie-in video game speedruns for the week with Zaspat.
Like Frogger.
Nice.
Yeah,
He's
like
driving
Frogger.
up the building.
That's,
This,
I don't
what is
actually
he even?
understand this.
What
I
is
don't-
he driving?
A
He's-
ladybug, I think.
There's a ladybird, right? With an angry face on the back. Dude, what is going on? Okay, well, anyway, yeah.
This game is pretty interesting.
Pretty weird, yeah.
The
Monkey
anime
look.
was okay. I don't remember this being in the anime.
You know, I didn't like the anime,
Oh.
really. But I also don't remember a red robot thing doing stuff like this.
Weren't there two of us talking about this before the show? It was
Mhm.
Fiesel, you were
Something
talking
like
about, it,
that.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you?
I don't
what
remember this
conclusion
from-
did you come to?
I came to the conclusion this looks like it's pretty fun.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. It looks
But hey, congratulations, Aspat. It's another sort of one of those surprisingly fun PS1 games that are shooters. They all sort of look like this, where it's complete blackness anywhere there doesn't need to be something. As you can see, they're usually pretty fun. So, congratulations, Aspat. And they always have one of these lift sections, not the a vertical lift, but like a diagonal one. So, well done, Zaspat. Good stuff. Next up is a game called Haunting Ground on PS2, which I have never heard of. So therefore, we'll pass to PJ to talk about.
Oh, fantastic.
Yep.
All right, this is Haunting Ground for PS2. Rudy XX got a 118.15 in, I guess, what is apparently the new game category instead of just any percent. He says here, this week in the adventures of Fiona, Belly, and Franker Z, I had really bad luck during the first half of the game and pretty decent luck during the second half. I managed to shave 1 minute and 3 seconds off my old run simply from a good forest layout. Good forest layout? Is this randomly generated game?
I guess maybe.
All right.
Wait, is this the game? Is this the game where you can have to control the dog with like the right analog stick? Because I seem to remember.
I've not heard of it.
I have
Yeah.
no idea. I
remember playing a game like this where you had to like control the character with the left and the dog with the right. It drove me nuts.
Well, you know what? Here, let me load the video here. Someone continue where I left off.
I have no idea where you left off. So
Left off.
reflected.
No.
Continue where you left off.
Forest layout.
Forest layout.
Forest layout. Okay.
He says, I also had
Go for
some
it.
pretty poor execution during the first half of the game that cost me maybe a minute or so overall. I also had a really horrible dog luck, and he started out with a very negative companionship level. Well, that doesn't sound good. There's quite a number of mistakes I found when I rewatched the video, and I'm pretty sure that even with bad luck, I should be able to shave off another minute easily. Everything after that really comes down to RNG luck. Ain't that the truth?
I don't see a dog.
Well, the companionship level is so low that the dog doesn't even hang out.
Dog just ditches him to go hang out with his friends at the mall.
No, you're supposed to tell him to like shake or like fetch and stay, and if he does well, you have to praise him. Or if you,
I know this game. Holy fuck! He's got the little friendly dog. It's like a survival horror sort of thing, and the dog helps you out. Oh my god!
Yeah,
I
exactly.
dog
fucking know
panic
this. Huh?
There's got to be a dog somewhere.
No.
Just skip later.
He
Slightly
says I
further
leave the
on.
dog behind like half the time.
Yeah.
All right, we
Oh.
gotta find the dog. We
We
gotta
find
find
the
the
dog.
dog.
Okay. Well, while we find the dog. Oh, can we talk about the next game while we find the dog?
I found the dog.
Oh, good.
Wait, you just left him behind again. He's so sad. He's right back
Oh.
there.
There he is.
There he is.
There's the dog.
See you, dog.
This dog really does not give a shit.
No wonder it has a negative companionship level. He
Yeah.
just fucking adores it.
Look at how sad that dog moves.
Come on, let's play fetch.
He is like the saddest dog ever.
Yeah.
But
I don't
anyway,
wanna go in there. There's just
okay.
a boiler in there. There's no ball.
I don't want to see this sad dog anymore. So let's move on to I Want to Be the Guy. Obda, can you talk about I Want to Be the Guy? There's a comment for you to read as well, so it
Sure.
won't even be difficult.
So I Want to Be Guy is the craziest game I've ever played. Let's see what he says here. This was on the PC, obviously, is any percent hard with warps done by 10 shots in 19 minutes and 2 seconds. I Want to Be the Guy runs are pretty intense. Every mistake costs a bunch of time in this game since you're dead after one hit. It's getting to the point where I can't really afford to screw up anywhere. I can probably shave off another 15 to 20 seconds if everything goes perfectly, but I'll step away from the category while I get a sub 19, or when I get a sub 19.
Wait,
this game.
Let's set up. Let's find it.
The difficulty in this game is because the game likes to kill you for random reasons. Also, I think there's like some death abuse crazy stuff that you can do where you can have the game over screen on while you're moving around, and it lets you like walk through walls and stuff.
Yeah, I could never tell if that was intentional in the game or not.
Just assume nothing in this game was intentional.
Well, no,
It really
because
seems
everything
like
else
having a
is.
game over scene would be intentional.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
the game over screen thing is a glitch, and he's abusing it. I watched him play it a little bit about a week ago, but I didn't really know what was going on.
Yeah.
This game was over. That was it.
The game's over, man.
Yeah.
What happens if he accidentally presses R?
If you ever want to get
Yeah.
frustrated by a gameplay, I want to be the something game. Cause,
Yeah,
oh my
dude.
God.
Or play it with the game over glitch on all the time. What the fuck? It's like nearly the whole screen.
Yeah.
I can't even see. The game's just over.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gone now.
I can't
oh,
do it.
I was
Oh.
just kidding. Maybe it'll be gone over here.
Dude,
Fighting
this is-
Dracula.
How can you do this, dude? How can you do this? All right. Good job, 10 shots. We've got to see this. Just in time to kill Dracula. Anyway, good job, 10
Perfect.
shots. Well done. Next up, Jet Set Radio Future. This is the long one. That's actually not. Well, that's a long one. It's significantly less long than I thought it was going to be. But this is Jet Set Radio Future on the Xbox. Any percent in 2:12:38 by your boy Graham, who said, "Harry Pooper did the leak for 420XX 360 no scope Oreo cookie." That's what he wrote. Obviously, he's very proud of his run. So congratulations, your boy Graham. I think that is just significantly shorter than it was before, like by
I think that's
several
because
minutes.
before Trihex was the only one running it.
Yeah, probably. Zing, take that Trihex.
So he doesn't watch this show.
No, I know he doesn't. But next up, we got a bunch of Kingdom Hearts ones. How many Kingdom Hearts is this? 3? Which is 3 more Kingdom Hearts games than I know anything about. Do you know any about this, Obda?
A little bit.
All right, go.
I'd have to read it out.
Yeah, go read them all out.
Sure.
No breaks. Just read out the whole thing.
Okay. This first one's just Kingdom Hearts 1 for the PS2, any percent, done by Sonic Shadow Silver 2. Let's see. I got an awesome time of 5 hours, 45 minutes.
Is that
23
for when you
seconds.
can't decide which hedgehog is your favorite? You just pick all of them.
All of them, yeah. And then put 2 on the end because someone else had the same idea. I got an awesome time of 5 hours, 45 minutes, 23 seconds in Kingdom Hearts on normal mode on Wednesday, the day after Spike beat my old world record by a second. Spike being Spike Vegeta. This time it's a deathless run, and I think it can only be improved by a few more minutes. Okay. Until I can get it as low as it can go, since there was only a few fights that was kind of slow. This is well written. I probably estimate the time being as low as 5 hours and 43 minutes or somewhere around there. I know a lot of people have been running the Kingdom Hearts games quite a bit, so I think I'm not sure about Kingdom Hearts 1, but Kingdom Hearts 2 is incredibly competitive. Let's see. Okay, are we moving on to the next one there?
Yeah, go straight into it. No
Sure.
breaks.
Keep going.
Don't
Kingdom
breathe.
Hearts Final Mix. So the Final Mix is just the updated version of Kingdom Hearts. We have an any percent beginner mode by Tujimaru in 3 hours and 20 minutes and 18 seconds. We have a note to the TSSB guys. I did this run off stream and got a good time, so I tried uploading it to YouTube. The video has been processing on YouTube for a while, and I'm not sure if YouTube glitched on me or something, but in the off chance it never finishes processing, just ignore this. Okay, I should not have read that.
It never finished processing, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
We
So
trust
this
you
is-
anyway.
The final mixes are only released in Japan. They have extra features and stuff and an extra ending.
And apparently, 2 hours shorter.
Yeah, and it seems to be a lot faster. You can probably skip cutscenes in that one or something.
Yeah, I guess so.
I like how the title is so long that it runs right into the time.
Yeah, because they have to for Kingdom Hearts games. For some reason, their titles need to be long and fucking stupid. It's like, just to be thankful we don't have 358 divided by 2 days on.
That is the stupidest
I love
title.
that game.
It's the stupidest title ever.
They
It's a
should
good
just
game,
put it
though.
into a calculator and put.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what?
The
We're no
actual
longer
number.
accepting submissions for that game because the title's too dumb.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, Kingdom Hearts fans. Okay,
Yeah.
Obda.
We
One last
have-
one left.
Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, which is for the Game Boy Advance. This game was really weird if you guys have ever played it. You basically play with cards.
Yeah.
Okay, we have the first ever Sub 330, and in my own opinion, a very entertaining round. This is done by Ghost Wheel in 3 hours and 23 minutes and 1 second. This was my second serious recorded single segment, and to be honest, I'm surprised I got a time to go this low. Got the time this low this quickly. There were 3 deaths, 1 on Hook, that wasted no time, 1 on Riku, 4 because I forgot to put zeros in my deck like an idiot and died to Dark Aura close to the end of the 1 hour 30-minute fight.
Nice.
This is confusing
And-
already.
There's an
Yes.
hour long and
And-
30-minute fight.
Sure, yeah.
Like, I remember
not
playing
like
that game, and there was
interactive.
no fight that took that long.
I think he means a fight that was at 1 hour and 30.
Yeah,
Okay.
or maybe 1
Yeah.
minute and 30 seconds, I'm not sure.
Mm.
And 1 unintentional one on Marluxa 2 because I had equipped the wrong deck, wasting about a minute. I also made a few bad judgment calls and also had a few too many cards in the end, meaning there's a bit of time to be saved on farming. I will submit the next good run I get. However, I'm hoping for a sub 320 or sub 315 for now.
Well, if he means submit to SDA, I would like to think that he would submit more than his, 4th of possible run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey. Anyway, okay, Little Nemo the Dream Master. Anybody want this one?
Oh, baby.
Okay, go. I just need to make sure, just need to check on Reflected. Reflected, you still alive there?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, cool, I'm just checking you're not dead. It's all good.
I'm
Just
alive.
you get ready, because you've got a great game to talk about after this one, alright?
All right.
Get ready.
Oh, I see it. I'm
Okay,
hyped.
Pressure's
yeah.
on.
Yeah,
I'm
right. Okay, go,
Pressure's
go
on.
PJ. Go PJ.
All right, Little Nemo the Dream Master. Joka got a 2609 in this, and this is a really spectacular game. Thanks to Fiesel for including this in SGL, so I know about it. You control this little kid with candy, and well, not just a little kid; it's Nemo. Be serious here. And you throw candy at enemies, and I guess it sedates them enough that you can jump inside their lifeless bodies and ride them around. And there's a whole bunch of different animals that you can jump inside, and they all have different abilities that help you get around. And it's a really cool game. I enjoy it a lot.
With the premise like that, how can you not?
Yeah, it's a really, really fun game. It's spectacular. I don't remember if this is the run where he said he missed every cutscene skip, or is that the one that was the previous week? Let me see. Does he have notes for this?
I think it was the
Yeah,
previous
he does.
week. The last time he said he missed every cutscene skip.
Okay. Yeah, that was it then. Oh, yeah, good. He's got a comment here.
Oh, of course, the
So-
auto scroller.
I beat
Nice
the
highlight.
fastest known Little
Yeah.
Nemo run last weekend. Overall, the old run has better execution, but I got all the big skips first try, which gave me a time of 2609. I'm aiming for a sub 26 run when I've cleaned up my execution and boss fights, hopefully before ESA. Joka is Swedish, by the way.
Oh, cool. He's
I
going
also
to
know
USA, I
Dexter
guess.
has started playing this game, so looking forward to stealing some tricks from him in the near future.
Nice.
If you make a
Always
typo, we will pronounce it.
We have no filter. We just read whatever.
Yeah.
We don't
read
think
what's
about
on
this.
there. The problem is we can't always read verbatim because we get confused. And
Yeah, you make sure you put as many commas as possible if you want Flicky to read it. Otherwise, he'll just stop and yell at you for not having commas. That's the way this show works. Hey, this
all
is
right.
this is the stage I was on SGL. Fuck that.
Hmm.
But yeah, really cool. Really
Ah,
cool.
this one.
All right.
That looks
Um,
like wonderful movement right there.
Yeah, dude, you got a flump on your belly.
Bad in this. It's so bad.
So slow, even when you're jumping.
Yeah. Terrible.
All right. Reflected. This is your next one, just for you. This record.
Just for me.
Yeah.
So we got Luigi's Mansion on the GameCube, 80% with major skips by Sockfolder at 9:55. The only comment that he has to say about this is, "Wow, this is amazing."
Yeah.
In his description here, he says the world record of Luigi's Mansion is now sub 10 minutes. This relies on an insane glitch found by Clyde Storm to skip from Chauncey straight to King Boo. This run uses all of the riskiest strategies and has only one moderate mistake. It could be possible to break 9:45 with even better execution, but it would be insanely hard.
And it would require playing Luigi's Mansion.
It would.
Yeah.
Something that
this
only
the,
one other human being has been able to handle.
So is this in the DKC or DK64 DLC for Luigi's Mansion?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Angle Skew Glitch DLC.
Yeah. We thought
Yeah,
we'd add a
it's
bit
so
more
cool.
depth to our game, so we introduced a couple glitches. Oh, dude, look at this. Oh my god. Talking
Yeah,
about the
it's-
most excessive pause screen ever. Alright. Oh, come on. You got it.
It's
There we go.
it's so good. I was watching. I think he did like a video tutorial or walkthrough or whatever, of how to do that glitch, and it's like really stupid. It's really stupid. Yeah, it's definitely worth 10 minutes of your time, though.
Yeah, so this is Q glitch. So now he actually fights Boo? Oh, that's creepy. Bowser's decapitated head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine. Don't worry. It's little Nemo wearing the Bowser suit.
So this is where little Nemo's and about. He'd hop right inside that Bowser body and fly it around.
You'd shove 3 pieces of candy down there, and then,
Yeah.
oh no, don't look. Okay. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
he says
definitely
you
watch
get
that run, though. It's pretty hilarious.
Crazy,
He beats
crazy.
the first boss and then like walks along the ceiling, and you saw the rest of it. It's real silly.
Okay, so this one I can only imagine this is a Feasel type game. Not because of the console, but because of the name, which I'm hoping is the fast food chain.
Oh, is this the N64 one where you run around as like Ronald McDonald and you jump on stuff and you, like, go?
Unfortunately, I don't think it is.
Sadly, I don't
Oh.
think that that's what that is.
Yeah, it's
Holy
got
shit,
the
it
Sega.
is actually a McDonald's game. Oh
yeah,
god,
it really
okay,
is, though.
great.
Which
Sweet.
means it's got to be great.
You gotta do it, Feasel. Talk
Okay,
about it.
all right, here we go. So this is a McDonald's Treasureland Adventure run for the Sega Genesis, of course.
Oh my
on
god.
Normal difficulty in 2548 by Sonic Ustar. He says to us, "This is another one of the games that I started running to garner interest. Yet, unlike Jewel Master, this game is actually fun." Well, there you go. That's a striking endorsement. It's better than Jewel Master. There is still quite a bit of mistakes, which include the platforming in the spaceship.
I think it says that on the box, actually.
Right.
Yeah,
It's like the most positive thing
this
that
is
it does.
better than Duel Master. Hey, whatever will get it to sell.
There's a lot of Jewel Master fans out there.
Yeah. For the 4 people who played Duel Master, they bought this game.
And we're not disappointed. And other mistake being not having enough health for the final boss, making me wait 2 more cycles. With some good execution and health management, I do believe sub 25 is possible. The interesting thing about this game is that each difficulty plays very differently. Beginner is usually very straightforward with damage boosts and fast boss battles alike. Normal is a bit longer due to adding more level chunks, and Expert requires a bit more damage boost planning since you lose more health. Okay, that's pretty reasonable, it makes sense. Because of this, running each difficulty is a very different experience and allows for a lot of flexibility. To those that see this run, I encourage you to try this game out. It's really fun to run, especially at 7 in the morning. God, I need sleep. So there you go. I can't imagine what this must look like to you when you've been up all night.
Dude, you must be so hungry. Like,
Yeah.
So to recap, it's better than Jewel Master,
Yep.
and it's fun to run at 7 in the morning.
Exactly.
Man, the only other
Well,
endorsement it
perfect.
needs to sell me is alcohol.
When you're sipping on your McDonald's shake with a drop of whiskey in there, then 7 a.m. is better than Duel Master. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
If you're still conscious,
Yeah.
you'll enjoy this.
Okay, X3. Is there
I
anybody
can
who would
take
like
care
to?
of this.
Yep. Cool. Go for it.
All right, so Jenny got a Mega Man X3 run. This is, we don't really have a name for the category. He calls it PJ%. I'm still not really sure why, but I guess low percent's the best way to word it. It's for the Mega Man X collection, and you basically skip all of the Robot Masters and just go directly to the Doppler stages. So you skip the first 8 bosses, and then try and beat the rest of the game with just your Buster and no other upgrades, no weapons at all.
That explains a lot. I thought that I was missing part of the video when I was making this highlighting.
Is it still slower then than any percent?
No, any percent's like high 30s, I think. 38.
So why isn't this any percent?
It might be any percent. I guess it could be any percent
It
with
is,
major
right?
skips or something.
It seems like a case of not using the most simple category name for your game. Yeah, it's a new game plus no major skips with sword only. So, is the sword the best weapon?
Did he really just
Yeah.
try and go to the door
He
without
really
doing
did.
all the refights?
I wasn't just being a dick. He wrote this in the highlights. He included.
Wait, what?
What a great mistake. Wow.
Brilliant.
You just
Did 7 refights and tried to well done. So I
Good
think
job,
he
Jenny.
has. I think he has 2 deaths in this run. It's a really hard category. Like, low percent in general is really hard, but you don't even get weapons in this. And the damage in X3 is ridiculously dumb. Like, enemies, if you touch them, do like 80% of your health.
Yeah.
So if he touches the final boss, he dies instantly, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, cool. So still improvable,
Crazy.
but good
Yeah.
start.
Cool. Good job, Jenny. I think he was playing from he plays at a LAN cafe or something because he doesn't have the internet at his house or something. I can't really remember. I heard rumors. I'm not sure. But anyway, relevant. Next up, speaking of ridiculously long category names and so on, this is
Wow,
Metal
what is
Gear
this
Solid: The Twin Snakes, which is the GameCube port of Metal Gear 1. Is 2 in there as well? I think it's 1 and 2, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, me.
Not sure. But it's a Japanese version. Big Boss Emblem Extreme Difficulty by Mr. Moonlight Aya. I have no idea what that means at all, or if this is an any percent, or if it's really hard, or what. It's just 1. There you go. Perfect. And there's no comment. So I know a bunch of guys have been running Metal Gears recently. There's a few people breaking records in both 1 and 3 recently. So hopefully we'll see some more Metal Gear stuff. Even I know absolutely nothing about them, but I know that there are out of bound tricks in the original Metal Gear now. So I don't know if those are in the GameCube remake as well. I'm not sure. Anybody know?
No idea.
I don't.
No.
Sorry, I never tried speedrunning.
No problem. Okay, next up, continuing games on our list that I really don't know if they should be here or not, is Mickey's Safari in Letterland on NES.
Yeah.
Following on from the success of Trek Hark's Elmo's Number Journey, or whatever it was called. I can only assume this is
Don't
Mickey
bash
Mouse.
Elmo's letter adventure.
Letter Adventure, yeah. I can only assume this is Mickey Mouse teaching you how letters work.
I don't know. You like run a little bit and jump once in a while, and then you catch a block with a net at the end of the stage, and then you have to put it in the right spot in the alphabet, and then you move on.
It took him
like
18 minutes to do that, huh?
it's a lot of little short platformer levels, like extremely short. The levels are like 15 seconds each, but there's one for each letter of the alphabet, I think.
Yep.
All right. Good job, Dugong. Maybe you can find a different game, like a more competitive game to play next time.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
No,
This
I think
is
you should
there
go
on the
for
list.
Math Blaster. Just
Math Blaster would be
I will
legit.
crush that. I dare you to get a time on that.
All right. Next up, in a game which totally deserves to be here.
This is an amazing game. Shut up.
Somebody take it. Go for it. Who? Anyone got a mustache at the moment?
I could. Hold on. Let me be right back.
5 minutes later.
All right.
So here's Mustache King Adventure by Rockmox of Majora's Mask fame. This is the any percent category in 821. This game is incredible. You start off with a mustache, and as you beat up people, you steal their mustaches. And every mustache you get gives you another power. So you get like an uppercut, and then you get I don't
Are
know.
you Freddie Mercury? Is that
yeah,
like
that was Baron Salvador Dali, right?
Yeah. Yep. So you get the Dolly mustache and then the walrus mustache. I think you're supposed to get the cowboy mustache after that, but he does some skip. I think it's one of those prime examples of putting a block like a few pixels out of reach and you can just jump over it.
Oh,
So he kills Boss 4 twice to get
Wait.
her mustache twice.
Princess Handlebar.
Yeah. Apparently,
he looks good in
Princess
the
had a
chorus.
mustache. What the heck?
when you collect a mustache, it doesn't upgrade your power to that mustache. It just increases it one level.
Oh,
So he did the cowboy mustache skip and had to beat Boss 4 twice to catch up.
oh.
It's a really, really entertaining game to watch. I enjoyed it a lot.
I'm glad they finally made a game about the plight of the male seeking to get a mustache.
Yeah.
So this is why so few men can grow a good mustache, because you
you
know
have to fight other people and steal
Yeah.
their mustaches? Yeah.
it's difficult.
You have to beat them
Makes
up
sense.
and steal theirs.
Mm.
Mustache King.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty glad that there's finally a game with something called the Cowboy Mustache Skip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cowboy.
Yeah, it's true.
It's a pretty good
It's so
skip.
good. I'm really upset. I hadn't heard of this game.
Yeah.
Look at that righteous mustache he's got now.
Dude. Oh
We
my
need
god.
that. Yeah.
Oh,
Someone
there's lightning.
gif
There's
out of
lightning
this.
everywhere.
I like his
Well, look at that
fisticuff stance.
mustache.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is
Wow.
Whoa, that one's an
Mustache.
enormous mustache. That's must
Yeah.
be the end of the game, right? Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it
that's
is. It is.
the end of the game.
That
There's
was my
Mustache. I can top
mustache
that.
mustache king adventure. Congratulations, Rockmox. Next up in Nimbus news, Crate has beaten his time again with an 80% 1937. Now this is one of the seasons games, which I think has been doing pretty well. People have been enjoying this, digging this game, playing it a lot.
Yeah, it was a good choice.
Yep.
It's a good pick.
But quite a few people have been working on it. Crate sort of way out ahead of everybody else at the moment, but expect that not to last long with seasons. But he says the big breakthrough is a new boss strat thanks to Nebeth, Bletchy, and myself. Instead of the old strat where you would death warp to reset the cycle on his third phase, you can do it with careful positioning and save over 20 seconds by not having to die. So that's probably the best portion of the run to show.
Which we
The
are
rest of-
showing. Sorry.
Yeah, we don't know where it is. So the rest of the one was also pretty good. Had a few stages where I made some small mistakes and I lost about 7 seconds on 5-2, but it was still my best run by a solid margin before the boss, and the new boss track capped it off. I don't plan on improving this run soon unless either something else new is discovered or someone beats it. I've heard he's been working on 100% instead.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You're actually watching 100% run. Not
We
that.
are, because there is an 100% right after this in this note section that I only just saw, which is Nimbus 100% no scrapyard. I don't know what no scrapyard means. Feasel, do you know what that means?
No scrapyard means I'm not sure.
Means there's no scrapyard. I
Yeah.
mean,
Well,
Pretty
I'll-
pretty
self-explanatory.
Obda reflected Catchy, do you know what that means? Any of you
just
guys?
wait
I've
like
never seen this game before
5
in
to
my
10
life. so-
seconds. Stream chat will tell you.
Stream
The
chat
only
was
time I've seen this was
Scrapyard are
extra
extra
stages,
levels.
2 weeks ago.
all right.
2 weeks ago. Extra stages, right. This is pretty much the record by default since no one else is running 100%. No scrapyard right now. Still, it's a pretty good run on the whole. Everything after the Christmas levels went very well. I feel like this route is as good as I'm going to get for 100%, so it's mainly a matter of reducing mistakes to improve from here.
Wow. I really like that particle accelerator strat.
Yeah.
You just keep circling through that
Mhm.
that boost. That's pretty neat.
This game looks really cool.
Yeah, this is a real.
Yeah. I should play it, but alas.
See, I can imagine that right there must be really tricky.
Yeah.
Playing it.
No, getting through those spikes.
Lucky finding the time to actually play a game.
Yeah.
But hey, next up, a little sneaky one snuck in here. Ninja Gaiden, NES, Pacifist, 1533 by Dexter. Yeah. Dexter, Pacifist. That was...
This guy in his pacifist runs.
It's like 2 minutes faster than Sinister's original times, wasn't it? So... Right?
I don't know. I thought Sinister pushed Pacifist pretty low. But hey, we can check it out thanks to the new features on TSSBreak.com.
Oh my god.
What new features do we have?
Links to runs.
Oh, I see.
My god.
Ninja
Dude,
Gaiden.
do we have that?
Pacifist.
Links to runs.
15, look at this. 1548 by Sinister 1. See how easy that was thanks to TSSBreak.com/links?
Dude, how do you do that? Oh my god, it's the link database on the website.
Yeah, it's a link database, except
so
it's
crazy.
on the website.
My god. Website's so good. Everybody go... But we got adverts on the website. Put adverts on the website.
Quick! Just play ads on the channel while they're distracted. They won't notice.
Double money. But hey, cool. Good job. Next up is...
we just broke it.
Did we really?
Uh-oh. Did we?
No, that's good for me.
It's Oddworld, Stranger's Wrath. Any of you guests want to talk about this? Otherwise, I'll pick one of you at random.
Oh no.
Not
It's
it.
like elementary school.
Okay,
right now.
Patchy. Oh, go for it. Whoever said yeah.
Sure. 1 sec. So we have Oddworld, Stranger's Wrath in 8 in HD, PC version, any percent by Studio. Let's see. I know nothing about this game, so I'm just going to read it.
It's really cool.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
This is an any percent run compared to the all bounties run. 3 bounties are completed out of necessity, while 9 other bounties are skipped. Skipping is done by abusing architecture in the game to platform your way past locked doors and to cutscene triggers, as well as using bomb bats to blast yourself up. Think rocket jumps. The first clip is a decent example of these methods. The biggest skip in the game is the Mongo Valley River skip, second clip, where you have to fall out of bounds into the nothingness for a while, head to the water where the game assumes you dived into water and starts to pull you back up. Sounds like Wind Waker.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll see that in just a moment here.
And on your way back up, swim under the train. It's a good 61 minutes of glitches and bountying bad guys. The HD remake is getting to the point where it's as breakable as the original Xbox version now. Happy face.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to Cole625 for teaching me the skips, and to Peaches because I'm probably biking with him on a beach as this is being read.
Yeah, Peaches is on holiday and meeting studio, I guess. So cool. That's what that comment is about.
What platform is this for?
It was originally
PC version.
Yeah, this is PC. It was originally Xbox original.
Huh. Were there
Right? Oh, yeah, it was Xbox original. Yeah.
were there earlier Oddworld games, or was that the first one?
Yes, there were. There
sure.
was Abe's Odyssey, Abe's Exodus,
Abe's
and
Odyssey,
Munch's
was that
Odyssey.
on? There must have been one on a
That was on
Nintendo
PS1.
platform, right?
Super Nintendo? Was it?
Might
I
have
think
been
Munch-
N64. I'm pretty sure that was on the
Munch's-
cover of Nintendo Power at one point.
Munch's Odyssey might have been on the GameCube, but that is it.
Wasn't there one for
As far as-
PlayStation? I don't know.
Yeah,
actually,
Odyssey, Abe's Odyssey, the Abe games were for PSX.
Yeah.
Munch was for Xbox only, I thought, and so was Stranger's Wrath. So,
I'm pretty sure it's on the cover of a Nintendo Power. I'm gonna have to look through all of the covers.
Oddworld Adventures was on Game Boy.
There you go. Pretend
Yeah.
that's what you remember.
I don't think they would have featured that.
That's what you're saying. That's exactly what you're saying.
That's what you're
Perfect.
saying. We all save face. Moving on.
Yep.
Moving on
Yeah,
to
that's right. That's what I meant.
the little Worcester section here. Worcester got the Emerald and the Yellow records this week. A 3:04:18 game time for Pokemon Emerald. Which one's Emerald? Is that Generation 3?
Yeah, it's Gen 3.
Emerald's the one where you go from the Mudkip and the Rayquaza.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and Yellow, he got the 1:59 game time. Didn't he mess something up pretty bad in that run anyway, or did I hear that correctly?
I don't know. I was watching his splits, and he was like 9 minutes ahead, and then suddenly beat his record by 2 minutes. So there must have been something going wrong.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So
It was a pretty great run.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's lots of pages. Actually, Lee, you know about Pokemon, right? Or did that never happen?
I still know about Pokemon. Yeah.
You still know about Pokemon. Do you know what happened in the Yellow run?
I don't know what happened in this Yellow run, but I can guess he caught a good level 6 Nidoran male, and then lots of accuracies later, he won the game.
Cool, good job. That's pretty much spot on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he didn't get shit on by Search. That was it. He knew
Perfect.
which trash cans to look at.
Awesome. Perfect. Good job. Okay, next up is Portal. Portal. Anybody want to talk about Portal? Patchy, Portal. Patchy.
All right. So we have Portal, any percent no out of bounds by Solely JHF in 1404 without load times. Yeah. I'll just read straight from it. Wow, 2 records in 2 days, saving a total of 14 seconds over the old one. Not failing some tricks and just general optimization were the main time savers in this run. However, I did use a save glitch in Chamber 4 so I could walk straight through the doors and save around 2 seconds. The only real mistake, missing the turret flippy skippy trick in the escape, which cost about 8 seconds. We have come to the conclusion that sub 1350 is going to be the absolute perfect run with the current route. That beats what I said 3 months ago, that sub 15 was possible.
Yeah, it does.
Yep.
Skippy, what is it? Turret flippy skippy trick?
Yeah. They explained it on the
that is,
show when we had it on the show, but I can't remember for the life of me what it is.
So he's saying this is no OOB, but most of this stuff doesn't look very correct.
Yeah.
No, it isn't OOB. He stays in bounds, but he uses, peak portals and the standing in the portal while shooting and spawning another portal thing.
Yeah. So he doesn't walk out of bounds, but he's real close.
No, because he's never actually out of bounds. He's always in bounds. He's just...
I think he's got a pinky toe out of bounds, maybe.
Yeah.
Foot in touch.
Bounds at once.
He stays in bounds, but he definitely does unintended stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course.
Mad good. I don't think Portal will ever get old.
No. It's a fairly ridiculous run all the time.
Yeah.
But hey, good job, Sully. Next up is Ratchet & Clank. The PS2, this is PS2 PAL, New Game Plus any percent in 4818 by Infi. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this wouldn't be any slower than the NTSC version. By PS2 era, PAL versions are sort of the same.
Yeah.
I guess you know my New Game Plus kind of boring. I think I don't really know what out of bounds there are, if there are any, but I'm sure there are jumping over stuff. But I know that quite a few guys are sort of trying to work on the Ratchet games now, so hopefully we'll see some cool new runs and records in the upcoming weeks. But congratulations, Infi, on your New Game Plus any percent. 4518, so cool. Right. Okay, this is Rochard, which I just picked out because the name sounded funny. Feasel, you know about Rochard, right? You made the video?
I made the video. I mean, I didn't know about it until I saw the thing, but, what the heck. So, this is another great run by Rebcart, who I always appreciate the weird games that he runs that nobody else does. So, let's see. This is a game called Rochard, an any percent New Game Plus run in 5859. So he says about this, until this run, I've mainly been trying to find major skips, of which I found several. Being the only person who runs this game, I'm hoping some others might pick the game up and find some more. a lot of the skips that I found are on my YouTube channel, so definitely check that out. I wanted my first major run using what I have found to be sub 1 hour, which I've accomplished. I chose New Game Plus due to having double health, and without it there would be a lot more deaths. This run had a few unintentional deaths and minor mistakes, and I'm hoping to remedy that in the future. So this is a pretty neat-looking game. I mean, as you might imagine, it's a game with physics engine, and you can also pick up objects and carry them with you. So if you know anything about speedruns, that you know what that's a recipe for. So you'll see them like grabbing boxes and doing bizarre things in order to get up things.
It looks like a cartoony Shadow Complex with a gravity gun.
Yes, that sounds right.
This is really cool.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty amazing. I would definitely play this game.
So he's like... So what's intentional? Do we know?
Could be anything.
Yeah. For all we know, the holding on to objects isn't even intentional. Like, look at that. That's
Whenever
cool.
you give a speedrunner a grapple beam, pretty much anything can happen. I'm pretty sure what just happened there, you'll see it in a few seconds. Pretty sure that's not intentional.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, that doesn't look...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Aside from that, I have no idea. This looks so good, though.
Ooh, wait, what's he doing here?
Yeah, that looks pretty intentional, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, sure, infinite jumping is part of every game.
Yeah. What game doesn't have infinite jumps?
Yeah. You mean what PC game doesn't have infinite jumps?
The answer to that question is the ones without jump buttons.
Even those, probably.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if they ported Zelda to
PC, there'd be an
PC,
infinite jump
infinite
discovered.
Yeah.
It would just happen in the code.
I can see like SimCity with infinite jumps.
That would be pretty good. Alright, next up is the game with the German name.
Rosenkreuzstilett.
Rosenkreuzstilett. Yes. PC, any percent tier? This is a different character last time, right?
Possibly.
I don't know. Maybe.
You could have said anything right there.
Yeah. This is the same character as Hatsnime. It's 3139.04 by BJW, who said, the run has a number of new optimizations and improvements over the old record, most notably a quick kill method on Separin, aka Dracula, where you intentionally bring yourself to 1 HP just so you can save a second or two. It's risky, but hey, it saves time and looks cool. Overall, this is a solid run, but a rather costly mistake in stage 1 can make it very improvable, or makes it very improvable. Sub 3130 will definitely happen. And this is one of the Toho Mega Man games, right?
Yes. Or actually, this one's not actually a Toho game, but it's...
Oh, no?
Yeah, it's a Mega Man game.
It plays very much like Mega Mario, so...
Alright, okay. So not actually Toho. My bad. So yeah, cool. Good job, BJW. It looks kind of cool. I mean, Mega Man runs are always fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool game.
Yep. Okay, there's these 2 Scott Pilgrim runs. Could somebody talk about these? I just need to be right back one moment.
Well, I don't really know what there is to say about them, but this is basically the boss rush mode. Let me see. Done in 1 player and 2 players by Vega4993 and Zanwil. The 1 player is 532, and the 2 player is 454. And I don't know, it's what you would expect from a boss rush run. You basically run in, and most of these bosses you can kill with just like 1 set of attacks. I probably put in some of the sillier ones as opposed to some of the more skillful fights, but that's just how it goes.
What was that big chomping thing?
I think it's like a spell that one of them is casting.
Huh.
It's used in a couple of the fights. But I don't know, because I didn't really play this game.
Why does it look like all of the fights?
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Those games are pretty fun.
It reminds me of River City Ransom, except apparently it crashes all the time.
Ouch.
So it reminds me of when PJ plays River City Ransom.
Yeah.
We never crashed River City Ransom. We just made really wrong
Made it
things
wish it
happen.
had been crashed. That's all. I think the thing is sort of an homage to River City Ransom in a way. That's all.
Yeah. When the trash can was picked up and just swung around, that's definite. That's classic River City Ransom.
Sure, and turning into coins when you die.
Yeah. Turning into coins.
Turning into coins.
Yeah, I don't know. Interesting game.
Now they just have to learn the dragon kick, and then
Yeah, Dragon Kick.
And it's all over.
Kick is so OP. Alright, cool. Well, congrats, Vega. Moving on, we've got Sonic 3 and Knuckles by, of course, HDL.
Oh, you missed one. Oh, wait.
Did I? I didn't.
No, you're good.
Oh, it was on the
In the Google
document.
Doc, there's one there.
Yeah.
Is there
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
that's-
Right, okay. So there was
I see.
here that somehow got left off and shouldn't have been. But there's a
That is
secret
very strange.
by Luigi Meister. It's 1 player, 2 controllers. And it sounds like a gimmick, but it really isn't. Secret of Mana is pretty well set up for that. So he's got a big comment here. Alright, so this is the part where I do a little bit of explaining about Secret of Mana, since I know not many people probably know a whole lot about this game. The first and most important glitch is a weapon charge glitch. The version he used in this run is a 2-controller version. So this is done by getting the spear to level 1 and the sword to level 2. And you charge the spear to level 1 on the boy, switch it with the sword on the girl using the 2nd controller, and it glitches your charge up to level 2 automatically instead of having to wait. You then switch the spear back to the boy. It confuses the game and lets you constantly build up damage till it peaks, and then starts to go down, eventually resetting. So if you reset, or if you release the charge button on the right frames, you get the charge attack you want, and it just does ridiculous damage. The second big glitch to explain is the whip pulls. The pulls you can whip to in Secret of Mana are highly abusable. If you attack one with a weapon, it loads an event. This allows you to skip the Mana Fortress barrier by saving the event and overriding the barrier with it. So this lets you skip the Pure Lands entirely. The Pure Lands are like right at the end of the game. It's a really long section. There's like 6 bosses, and it's incredibly difficult because everything kills you in 1 hit.
Yeah, everything is crazy strong in there, and like the difficulty up to that point isn't very tough, and then it's just like, oh, Pure Lands. Here you go. These plants kill you in 1 hit.
Yeah, there's those enemies that look like stools with talons, and they just crush you. So, he says, you can also use this event to walk on air and walk through walls by storing it by casting magic. This glitch is entirely 2-controller only. The third glitch is the one where I get all the money. The way I do it can be done with any items with the magic rope, candy, and medical herb. He goes on to explain this in more detail. But basically, you sell some items infinitely for a bajillion gold. The final big glitch is a glitch saving that you can create by saving at the Nico and Ice Country. That's a really buggy save point. I remember finding that when I was a kid, not being happy about it. This comment goes on to explain a lot of things. If you're really curious,
do you want to link it in the chat? Yeah, because this it's pretty essay-ish.
Yeah, but 2-player or 1-player 2 controllers is definitely a legitimate way to play this. Somehow, pretty surprisingly, you can do the charge glitch with 1-player 1 controller, I think, but it's a lot easier to do with 2 controllers, and there are a few other exclusive glitches that way. So, congrats, Luigi. Pretty awesome.
All right, cool. Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Mm-hmm.
Good old HDL. Same guy, changed his ID a little bit by the looks of things, right? Got a 24:58 Knuckles run, Sonic 3 Knuckles. I got this run after not having played Knuckles in a long time, while practicing for the Sonic Center's charity marathon, which was on weekend before last, I believe. The biggest mistake was losing 16 seconds. Actually, maybe it was just last weekend. I think it was. Sorry, I just saw the video. Most of the execution throughout the run was good, excluding some rather unreasonable time savers. There is roughly a minute and a half to be safe. Jeez. Though most of that isn't practical on a full run. I can realistically save a few seconds here and there on several levels. Sonic, these games never seem to be, for their length, they're never near perfect, are they, really? Like,
No. Well, this one especially is just jam-packed with ridiculously precise garbage.
Yeah, they always are. Zips through the ground, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, what is this glitch? I've not seen this one before.
Welcome to S3 and K.
Yeah. HDL got real good at this game.
Yes, he did. Yeah, he's been pretty much on top for this game for a while now.
Is this Gilda Sneeze who made this highlight?
Yeah.
Yes.
Lovely Gilda Sneeze. Gilda Sneeze and Green K helping out, making some cool highlights for us.
Yeah, definitely helping.
I don't understand anything.
The zips in this game are so silly.
That zip's amazing, like...
Yeah, I'm not even going to pretend to make something up for that.
I don't.
Just for the record, only the first water spout was actually in the game.
Yeah.
No, that's actually how the game goes.
Just clever editing. Okay, right. Next up, in Sonic games, complete opposite of the last one pretty much, by the fact that this goes on for ages. The Sonic Adventure 2
Why
battle.
do we have tenths in this time?
I don't know. Because we need heads down there.
Yeah, you need it. How else are you going to know?
What are you going to do when someone else gets 12, 15, 22, 66, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is... right.
So you're gonna know.
I think
This
that must
is
be another
Sonic-
colon.
Yeah, the Sonic
12
Adventure
days.
2, Sonic Adventure 2 battle. This is Talon 2461 with 180 emblems around, which is basically 100%. It includes playing a bunch of levels so many freaking times, and then most of the time comes from raising your chows, which is doing the simple trick, which I'm sure most of you who played the game know about, where if you pick up an animal or something while your chow's hugging it, you can get the stats from it without you using up the chow, the animal, as it were. So about 6+ hours, I'm not exactly sure on the number, it's like 6 or 7 hours of this run is him doing that to chows in the chow garden, giving them fruit, patting them on the head, giving them animals to play with and taking it away. And then the rest of it is just like pretty cool emblem stuff. So, wow, good job to Talon. I know you can improve that some more, but it's like ridiculous that you would even do that. Like, absolutely ridiculous. Congratulations, Talon. I think he left a comment. A pretty good run here and there, which cost me. That would have cost. He would have had sub 12 hours. However, I really enjoyed doing this, and I hope to come back to it in the future.
Really?
Did he
That's
just
what
say
he
he
said.
really enjoyed doing it?
Yeah, I don't know, man. What can I say?
Are you sure?
That's just what it says here, man. That's all I can say.
It's Stockholm Syndrome.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
He saved, I think, like 2 hours on this run as well. So. Anyway, next up is a Star Wars game on PC. So, anybody want to roll in there?
Not it.
Nope. Lee, this sounds like it's up your alley.
Oh, I was gonna take Suikoden after this, but I'll take this one as well.
You can take this. You can
Well,
take
I'll
both.
double dip. I will
Yeah,
double
see,
dip.
this is going to be like if you finish your vegetables at dinner, you can have dessert. You got to
Yeah.
talk
Yeah.
about Star Wars, and then you can have Suikoden.
All right.
Full spreads of speedrun.
Yeah.
That's right.
So this is Star Wars Jedi. Sorry, Star Wars : Jedi Knight : Dark Forces. No, wait, there's no colon. There's two. On the PC, easy mode 3236 by Y Salamiri. This is my Star Wars : Jedi Knight : Dark Forces 2 run on easy. The run utilizes the use of explosives, force speed, and force jumps throughout various places. The explosives allow for various skips and can even be used to kill some of the bosses. There is still time to be saved, and my current goal for now is sub 32. Note, the highlight video takes footage from 2 runs as I beat my old personal best while I was making the highlight video. It's always a good feeling.
After seeing this, I now wish that all games of rocket jumps and that were in third person, because this is amazing.
Wait, this is a lightsaber? I thought that was like a grapple hook that he was shooting. Back at this. See, he's gonna grapple. Ready? And then suddenly he swings it. Huh.
I don't. Why is he going backwards? He's like, it's going backwards faster.
I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. But I just love the way he runs forwards and just throws the grenade at the floor and blows it. Oh, man.
Oh, no. Something's about to go down.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Something.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, wow.
This can't be good.
Oh God.
I don't understand.
Sounds
Oh my
legit.
Oh.
Level
I think
cleared.
The
That's how you
equivalent of
clear
that
levels.
is if Link just took the bomb bag and just emptied it on the floor and then stood there.
What even
Backing
happened in
up.
that last clip?
Far
He's
as
just-
possible.
I don't even know. Well,
Right. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Isalamari Miri. Thank you very much indeed. All right. Next up is streamers, which Feezy Fees. Do you want to have a little talk about streamers?
Oh, sure, because it's got a grappling hook in it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, cool. Well, we got a streamer's run, which is shorter than ever before, 406 any percent. I can't remember what the previous any percent time is, but it was already a pretty optimized game, so this is cool to see the time go down again. And I just lost the... okay. So he says he lost... Oh, this is by SBAGOK. Spagok, right? Spagok. Which is a good name. I like that. He said he lost nearly 4 seconds just on the last area. Pretty bad run. So there you go. This is a bad run. That's what you're watching right now.
take that, Uchi D.
Yeah.
This game looks so fun.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, no, I've played it myself, and it's hard as crap. I mean,
Yeah.
like, I've
Yeah.
It is harder than it looks.
it's really yeah.
So you've got a jump and a grapple, is that right?
Is that all you can do? Jump or grapple?
I think you just grapple.
I thought, that's the way it should be, but
Mm.
I thought
I
you
haven't
could
seen
jump
him
too.
just jump there yet.
Yeah.
Just a grapple. Okay, good.
I don't know what you're on about, PJ.
Well, because I had to make the highlight one week, and I was like, wait, did he just straight up jumped instead of...
It's just really subtle that what he's grappling off of. I
The
guess.
thing I have with this game is that it looks to be like the main character's just wearing a tracksuit. Like just everyday running tracksuit, like he's off to the gym or something.
I like
Cool.
how it keeps track of how many times you were pied, clowned, and bald.
Pied, clowned, or bald.
Or bald. Or some combination of.
Yeah, this game looks really fun. I
Yeah,
still
yeah,
will probably never play it, but it looks fun.
Yeah, it's just nice to know it exists.
Yeah.
Can you grapple straight up in this?
No, I'm pretty sure you go at an angle.
Can I?
Yeah.
I can't.
Oh, he can.
45 degrees.
He's just
Yeah.
being modest.
I think it's always 45.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lee, this is your dessert. This is
This
your
is my dessert. Oh boy.
chocolate sundae.
Yes, Suikoden 100% by one Mr. CV in 422.19. So 100% is all 108 characters, including getting Gremio back, the most manly of all characters, of course. Basically, the run involves lots of manipulate or lots of luck, lots of getting some holy runes, and lots of bribing. In case anyone doesn't know, Suikoden is the game where there's a bribe glitch where you can run away from any fight by bribing them, including the final boss. So, yeah.
Let me guess, there's a money underflow glitch too.
No, but there's gambling that you can just like, that you just win always.
Oh, okay. Good.
That's nice.
Yep. Yeah. So, like, the final boss takes only, I think, like 30,000 gold to bribe. So it literally just doesn't do anything. Oh, and also the main character, also gets a spell that lets you kill any non-boss battle. Like, it's just an instant death spell, and then all the bosses get bribed to death. So
bribed to death.
That pretty much covers all of it.
You give them so much money, they die.
Yeah, sure, I'll kill myself for that much. I wouldn't have even needed that much. I don't even know what I'm going to do with all this money once I have it. But hey, Suikoden. Okay, next up. Mario Brothers, NES. Andrew G's been working at the Warpless record. He was doing with Warps for a while, but I imagine that's probably the most frustrating thing on the planet to try and do, especially when you're getting as close as he has been. But he's been doing all levels, and he's got a 1923, and it's about a second faster than Hotarubi, which was like 2 seconds faster than Cosmic D before that, right? Something like that, anyway.
Something like that.
So yeah, G versus Hotarubi. Hotarubi maybe made the wrong choice of game here. We're not sure.
Maybe.
Yeah. Dangerous person to go against.
Shouldn't have told
Andrew
the
G
G.
on home turf. Also, in Mario Brothers news, Super Mario Brothers 3, the Warp plus any percent, got beaten again. Karua beat his own time and it was 53.02. He's got a little comment here as well, saying the run was done on a Wii Virtual Console, the version being identical to the original NTSC-U on NES. As a reminder, the NES US version is the fastest one, the J version being around 35 seconds slower for the category. That's interesting. So I finally got a solid run with 0 hands in World 8. A few unintentional hits happened, but none of them in a bad spot, so each only cost a few seconds. Although 52 is possible, I'm not planning on grinding to get it for a while, as the combination of RNG and execution in this game is quite exhausting. Plus, you've been running it for a very long time, Karua, so I think you deserve a break.
God, to have the patience to deal with the hands at the end of the game there.
That's unbelievable.
And it's not exactly an easy game up to that point.
No.
It's hard bad.
Yeah. All right.
Man, I love watching this game.
Yeah.
Well,
This
too
cool.
bad.
Too bad,
Yeah.
we're done
Time's
with it.
Too bad.
I love
he's
water
done.
levels.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
My mind got blown the other day when I heard the water theme, and it's the same as the Great Fairy Fountain, I think. Or Lost Woods, I can't remember which one it is, but it exists in one of the Zelda games. It blew my mind. My brain exploded. But anyway, we got 6 golden coins as well. This is the glitchless any percent, because this isn't actually any percent time. Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins, Game Boy, US version, any percent, well, glitchless any percent, in 2640.9 by Laplacier. Laplacier, perhaps. This round broke a previous tie between Mug and myself, which stood for a few days at 26:42. A new strategy for Tree Zone Final was developed by Piraeus, which saved about 2 seconds and changes the entire route of the game. Something else was found after this run was performed. It involves mashing B at 10 Hz, which he puts in brackets is very half-fast. For those of you who don't know how much that is, that's 10 mashes a second.
That's a tough conversion there.
10 presses a second. Well, I was confusing myself. Shut up.
Metric versus English. Yeah.
On
Yeah,
the
the
Space
metric
Zone
times.
boss, Tatanga, in order to kill him in a single jump. This also saves 2 seconds and are very difficult to do. Expect better times soon. 10 Hz is definitely doable.
Yeah, 10 is pretty standard, I think.
It's possible. It's standard goodness.
Yeah. I mean, I can mash it. I can mash it like 11, and I'm not great at mashing.
Yeah. I can mash at 13, but I have to change my grip, so it might not be useful. Although I've sort of worked my way around it. Well, it's
Use your feet.
More 12, 12 and a half. Yeah, no, I just have to move it. But 10 hertz, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's definitely doable. So it's still hard as balls, though, for a fight. To have to do it in a game is different. But, yep. Wait, is this actually a highlight video, or is it? Oh, it is.
Yeah, this is a highlight video.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, dude, I remember that. That's the squid. That's the 10 hertz smash, I think.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
I love these boss fights.
Oh no. Well, actually, I can't remember. Yeah, they're awesome. I really like I used to play the Tree Zone again and again when I was a kid because I loved it so much. Oh, you didn't show the pig cannons, yeah. All right, okay. Super Metroid with a massive comment. Go on. Somebody wants this.
Not it.
Oh, okay, go on then.
I got it.
Go on.
All right, we have Super Metroid Reverse Boss Order by Zost. This is an incredibly popular game to run, but Reverse Boss Order, if you've seen a run of this, is ridiculous. Okay, so he says, as far as I know, the previous record for this was Hypo34's 1 hour 39 minutes 26 seconds. This one being 1 hour 35 minutes and 11 seconds. The only other speedrunners I know who have done this category are Hoto Ruby, who did a segmented run, and Desirect. Shoutouts to Dusty for showing me how to do the gauntlet wraparound glitch with the Spazer, as well as a great strat to get through the fish tank much quicker. I also used one of his videos when I initially learned how to do this run. So this run is basically a suitless run, and this creates a lot of difficulties. To get Speed Booster...
Yeah, check this out. This is insane.
Oh my god.
I don't even know what's happening.
Going through Meridia without a suit is ridiculous.
Those wall jumps.
I know.
To get Speed Booster and Wave Beam, you need to pass through many rooms where you continually take damage from heat. You also take continual damage while fighting Ridley and throughout the majority of Lower Norfair. So this makes the run. So this run makes good use of Crystal Flash. Also, there's a lot of glitches utilized that you only see in this run or possibly GT code. To get Screw Attack without fighting the Golden Torizo, you need to green gate glitch on the way to Batuun. You do an awesome infinite jump. You do out of grapple.
That's what we just saw there. Yeah.
Yeah.
This
to get
is
out of
insane.
And then this right here, this X-ray climbing is just silly.
To get out of Dragon's Lair, you need to use a lesser-known method of acquiring the blue suit, followed by an X-ray climb. Finally, wrecking Phantoon Mega Man 1 style with Plasma/X-ray is always satisfying for anyone who's done much any percent.
Yeah, this Phantoon fight, I didn't understand when I watched it.
Oh my god.
So, when you use the...
Wow.
When you use the X-ray, the hit detection goes off again, so it's just like a Mega Man 1.
Right. Like you're freezing it and just doing damage over and over
again. Yeah, over and over again.
Sure.
That's so ridiculous. Wow.
Good job, Zost. He's getting pretty good at Metroid. Has been for a while, but
he's getting pretty good at Metroid.
Getting pretty good at Metroid, dude. That's all. That's all it is. All right. Next up, 2 Wind Waker records for you. Cosmo and Demon both sort of started playing this again a couple of days ago. Cosmo got a 436.55. Any percent Japanese version with tuner, is that?
Yeah.
Yep. And didn't actually leave a comment or anything, but Cosmo pretty good at Wind Waker, and then
pretty good
at Wind Waker.
He's all right.
Yeah. And then Demon 9's also been playing a bit of any percent, but also decided to do some 100% runs and got an 8:15.21 in 100%, which Again, really not too sure how low that could go or how competitive a time that is, but Demon's pretty damn good at Wind Waker as well, so I trust him.
Was Cosmos any percent record the one where he was like plus 2-3 minutes and then he suddenly just like his times tanked at the very end for the world record? I think that was the one.
He had a Puppet Ganon, which people have been talking about for quite a while, so
Really?
Something about the fight was ridiculous. I'm not too sure.
I'll see if I can find it.
Wow,
Plus 4 minutes.
Dang.
Wow.
Did he have like perfect snipes?
I would guess he just pretty much perfect fight, because on his YouTube there's uploaded Wind Waker world record blah blah, and Puppet Ganon is on the thumbnail. So, as in he made the thumbnail and Puppet Ganon's on it. So, I'm going to assume one missed arrow shot on Puppet Ganon. There you go.
Wow.
So yeah, pretty sweet.
I have to go watch that run. I missed it.
Yeah. Yep, cool. Tony Hawk's Underground 2, the PS2 version, Chrono beat his own record with a 1911, any percent normal. He said, I decided to upload the run, but the file corrupted, so I put a video of an optimal run of the second level, which is basically identical to the new record in the highlights box. Odd record was 1935. I've gotten it down to 1911 just through better gameplay. There are quite a few mistakes, most notably on the Australian Berlin levels, but I was really happy with the final 2 levels, which have given me a lot of problems in the past. Sub 19 is the next goal. So that'll just keep going. As we all know, Tony Hawk's game is pretty hard to perfect. Okay, yeah. Should we leave this running while we talk about the last few records?
I'm just going to leave it running.
Yeah. So that's the Puppet Ganon fight. Next up, Beautiful Joe. Teaminator 64 beat his Kids Mode Joe any percent with a 29.42 in-game. He hasn't said anything, but I'm pretty sure he submitted this to SDA. Not certain, but I'm pretty confident he has, so hopefully I've watched him.
I think so.
I've watched him play.
Joe in verification.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I've watched it. I've watched his other runs, his earlier ones, and they're really good already. So check this out if you're a fan of Beautiful Joe. And if not, check it out because it's one of those games that just looks goddamn fast.
Yeah.
Teaminator's pretty cool guy. I've been in the stream a few times, had chat with him. He's pretty sweet. He really good at Beautiful Joe as well, like, unsurprisingly. But considering he sort of almost came out of nowhere, as it seemed, very impressive to watch. Hopefully, he was trying to go to SGDQ, but he might not be able to. But hopefully, he can make it there. We'll see. Next up, this is this Yu-Gi-Oh game, Patchy. Do you know what's the deal with this game? Like, why is it so?
I don't understand it myself. Like a few weeks ago, SSBM stuff was like, "This looks like an amazing game," and then like an army of people were like, "We agree with you." So now all sorts of people are running this game.
So SSBM stuff's really good at a lot of PS1 platformers, and he's the best at Apescape by far. But for some reason, he never got any viewers until he started streaming this game, and now he gets loads.
You gotta get the Twitch box. Play a shitty game for a really long time.
So it's just like a card game, right? But it's retardedly random.
The only thing about this is, like, it was a beta version of the Yu-Gi-Oh card game, so, like, the rules don't even, like, exist properly, and it completely screws you over all the time.
But yeah.
Like,
so anyway,
the worst possible combinations and stuff for a speed run, you produce this game.
Yeah. So this says, Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories PS1 full game 538.24 by Monopoly Man 001. The record before this was over 9 hours, so it's been brought down quite a bit. There's a ton of RNG in this game, but it's still fun to play, and people love watching it. I don't really know what's going on. I figured I'd just wait until somebody told me what the deal is, but I've seen people who are like plus 3 hours on their splits, and others who are like negative 5 hours on their splits.
Yeah, splits mean nothing in this game. It's hilarious.
It's really bizarre. It's really weird.
what happens?
SSBM stuff had as its description like world record attempts, and his PB is 12 and a half hours or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
the
it doesn't
thing
matter.
about
You
this
can
game
just...
is there's the build that they're going with for the deck. You have to like grind out for certain cards, and it's like a 33% chance if you get the right like a 3% chance of the card dropping if you get the right ranking at the end of the duel. And so it can take like 2 hours to get the one card sometimes.
Wow, it sounds fucking horrible. Yeah, the task. There you go. Someone in the chat has just said the task speed run of that is less than an hour long.
Yeah.
So, yep,
That's 4 hours of grinding.
yep. Amazing. All right, and then finally, Feasel. We got these 2 Zelda 2 runs.
These 2 Zelda 2 runs.
Yeah.
Let me see. I didn't see the all keys. Okay, well, I saw the any percent. Here we go. Let's read them both together. We have 2 Zelda 2 runs by ProJN. He has the any percent Deathless, which is sort of like the main category for that game, in 101.54, which is pretty amazing because I think that's the first time that we've been under 102, which was sort of like, I don't know, for a period of time it was like the holy grail of Zelda 2 times, although now I think realistically we could go maybe a little lower. I don't know about sub 101, but it's definitely getting down to the point where your random encounter luck makes more of a difference than the execution stuff that you can improve. So this is about as good as this is going to get, for now. I don't know how much he wants to grind away at this or if he's going to submit it to STA, but I know that was the idea, is he was going to go back through all the categories and do all of them because he didn't have good recordings previously. So this is the any percent Deathless in 101.54. He also has 100% all keys run. That's where you basically get 100% and you don't ferry through the doors. So you basically have to pick up all the keys in order to pass through the doors. And so he has that in 118.57. The previous record had been 119.11, also by ProJN. So he's whittling that time down some more. I'd say more time could come off that for sure with current strats if someone wanted to do more attempts of it. I'm not sure what Jan's going to do at this point. I bet he's getting to the point where he wants to sort of move on to other stuff. I can sort of imagine that.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
But yeah, good job, ProJN. Always there to nicely round out the records of the week, with Zelda 2 being Z.
That's right, holding the seas.
Yeah,
up
pouring it down there.
Cool.
So, cool. Good job, everybody. That was Records Week there. Just a few things to say about this section and as a whole. If you check out the Sunday Sequence Break website, TSSBreak.com, there is a Submit a Record form. You can click on there. It's right at the top, easy to see. And you can fill in the information there, and that's how we're going to be taking runs now for the show. If you could do that in there. We'll also obviously be checking the old email inbox for a while.
Oh, we'll still check it, but it definitely makes things a lot easier for everyone if you use the forum.
If you use the forum.
Definitely.
So that would be sweet. Also, just say, check out the whole website. We've got...
it's really good.
Yeah, it's really good. Feasel's been doing a great job at it. It's got our YouTube there, our Twitter, our Twitch. It's got our upcoming episodes, links, databases all on there now, so you don't have to go into the SDA wiki to do it. It's all on our website. Yes. Yep. And it's got a whole past one, so you can get the MP3 and the MP4 for a bunch of episodes and highlights, YouTube, all that sort of stuff. Really good stuff. It's amazing. Really good job, Feasel, and whoever helped out with that as well.
There's also links to our podcasts on there.
Yeah, the actual MP3 version. So
yeah.
Also, thanks to Hitmanity again for helping out the podcast there. Arcano for helping out with a bunch of other cool stuff that he's been doing with us, and Gildersneeze and Green K4 for making all the cool highlight. Well, not all of them, making a bunch of the cool highlight videos in the show. Is there anything else? Anybody else we need to thank before we round up? Just
in general,
for us in general.
For us.
Wait, what? Just woke up. What?
It doesn't matter. It's okay. It's fine. So we're going to be playing some ads after we finish. So if you want to stick around and play some ads, that would be cool. Well, watch some ads rather.
Yeah.
That would be great. We'll be doing those once the show's done. Yeah.
Breakdown's right. Okay, so SDA, since it's April again, it's time for the big push.
Oh, the big push.
At SDA. You just need to go ahead and set speeddemosarchive.com as your homepage. Check it daily, because you never know when there's going to be an update, but it's going to be frequent. And, there's going to be a lot of really great runs that are being posted. Yep. I think 2 of mine have already been posted this month.
One of my runs.
Yeah, there's one of yours.
Battle Maniacs and CVH2.
Yeah. Oh, that was last.
But there's all kinds of really good stuff coming up. Waiting to be posted. So
it's the most wonderful time of the year.
Exactly, it's the big push back in April. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah,
but yeah, coolio. You two guys, we need to find someone to raid, and we're gonna do the wrap up here. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks to our guests. We got to do shout outs for them as well, I suppose. Any shout outs, Obda? Anything you'd like to say? Last words?
Any last words?
Yeah, last words.
I don't know. I know you guys don't really do a lot or talk a lot about RPG runs, but if people are interested in those, there's a lot of good, like Final Fantasy runners and that kind of thing. Me, Poexel, those kind of people. So check them out. Yeah. Poxnor, FF Gamer 86. Oh, I don't know. I'm just kind of grasping at straws here.
That's cool. Lee?
There will be a Yoshi's Island showcase race on the 27th of April. I will be racing in that along with some other people. Follow me on Twitter, V with 4 A's. And there's this new website that's my favorite website now, TSSBreak.com.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I've never heard of that before.
This is how I make sure I get back on the show for the next time.
Good job, man. Good job. You did a good job. Patchy.
Thanks for having me. That's what we're doing.
No, shout-outs, just saying, any last words?
Nah, I don't really have anything else to add.
Any last words?
And just to check, is Reflected back? Is he here?
Yeah, I actually just got back.
Oh, sweet. Nice. Is there any last things you'd like to say before we end the show?
Thank you so much for having me, for one. It was fun while I was here. If any of you guys are interested in learning DKC2 or any of the DKC games in general, check us out on the SRL server at number DKC. We have an awesome wiki that has really good tutorials for all the games. So if you're interested, check that out definitely. Or if you want to just come hang out, just come hang out. Yeah, I already gave shout outs when I was talking about DKC2. So
that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, just thanks for having me. That's about it.
All right, sweet. Next week is going to be some kind of attempt at doing an Ocarina of Time episode. I'm not sure if I'm excited or horrified.
Yeah, buckle up. It's
going to be amazing. Come on.
It was going to be good, but we need to figure out how we're going to do it. Yeah. But hopefully there will be a ZFG, a Cosmo, and a runner guy there, or any combination of those three. Yeah. So, fingers crossed. I'm not sure how we're going to do it, but we're gonna give it a crack. We're gonna have a crack at it. So, excellent. Thanks for watching. Thanks again to our guests, Obda, Reflected, Patchy, and Lee. Thanks to PJ, Feasel, and Duckfist, who was here earlier doing the show with me.
Thanks for having us.
No problem. If you would like, stick around and watch some ads after the show. And who we gonna raid?
Looks like we're going to raid Andrew G.
Andrew G. Oh, okay. Yeah. Go raid the G. Say whatever you want. We got no message for him. Say what you like. Go raid the G.
We got no message.
We got no message.
Just silent raid. Just don't tell the
silent
G.
raid.
Don't tell
silent raid. Just sneak in. Sneak in.
All right. Yeah, silent raid it is.
Yeah, that'll freak him out because he'll be like, "Where'd all these viewers come from?"
Yeah.
Guys, tell me, and then don't say anything in his chat.
It'll totally ruin his attempts. It'll be great.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah. Be sure
All
when
right.
you rate him that you stick around for a few ads, though.
Yeah.
Open
Stick around
ended.
for a couple ads. Yeah.
All right, you guys told the G. What the heck?
You tell the G. It was all right. Don't worry about it.
Who spilled the beans? We're gonna have to find a new raid target now. We're gonna have to unraid the G, take all of his viewers.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Oh boy.
Time to spam.
Oh, PJ,
3
pro
hours
tip.
adverts.
You can select multiple GIFs from file and drag them all in at once.
What?
Yeah.
Oh man, time to input all of them at once and crash.
Oh shit, stream is about to go down, guys.
Sorry.